Another show news, Jackie Martling has left the show. He has walked out, and much to my chagrin, after 15 years, the man has walked out because out of all of us, he's the only guy who can't figure out how to get a new contract without walking out. So that part of our history is over with. I don't agree with the guy walking out.
It's a shame he didn't even say goodbye.
No,
you know, he
I got a note.
Leaving on Friday.
He tells me he loves me, but he sends me a note. Yeah. Doesn't even call me. So, you know, like, I'm not going to be in. I'm not going to be in.
I am. It breaks my heart.
Yeah, it breaks my heart. If it breaks your heart, you find a way to keep working here.
That's right.
So we're going to play Win Jackie's Money. And what that means is, here's how you win Jackie's money. Because from what I understand, they offered him a boatload.
Yeah.
What you do is, if you're a comedian or a comedy writer or a voice guy, like, you know how Regis held auditions on the air to replace Kathy Lee? We're going to do that.
All right.
And you can win Jackie's money. And whatever they were paying Jackie will give you. What?
How do people apply? Send tapes or?
Send tapes. Contact Gary. Let us know what your story is. You got some radio background.
Well, Jackie didn't. He didn't
Right.
seem to hold him back.
Or comedy background, something, whatever. I don't. The guy just walks out.
I know.
It's like, screw you guys. Keep the show going while I walk out.
Limp along, or, if this impedes your progress, that's too bad.
And the only guy it affects is me.
Well,
Tom doesn't care if he walks out. Tom doesn't care if he walks out.
Tom is not affected. Tom will be able to do everything today that he normally does.
Yeah, it doesn't affect Tom's life.
Oh, absolutely.
So, love Jackie, think he's a great guy, but I'm not sure what he's up to, and we got to go. We got to move forward. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, you can't do this 100 million times, and he's done it 100
That's exhausting.
times.
So that's it. So we
never does he get that he's just kicking us in the balls.
Yeah, right. I don't get it.
Why are you upset with me?
Robin wanted more money. Fred wanted more money. I wanted more money.
Doesn't.
We all want more money, but we somehow found a way to keep working here without walking out and going on strike against ourselves. We don't go out.
Yeah, we've been so horrible to him. See, that's my problem. You gave him a job. Tom didn't give him a job.
Right.
You gave him a job. But who does he lash out at when things go bad? You.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. So, what can I tell you? Jackie's gone, and we love him to work with him, but I don't understand going out on strike against the people you work with.
He's never heard of being able to negotiate a contract
and work
while he's working.
It can't happen. I tried. And quite frankly, it's it. So it's over. It's been a good 15 years together, but what can I tell you? And the show goes on. Somehow.
Not here, to Howard, in 2 weeks, I think I'm going to leave. So why don't you start making some plans in preparation?
I don't need to make any preparation.
The point is, Howard, that he doesn't care whether you're left in the lurch or not.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Damn, the show's not going to be the same. He's an endless source of material. Going back from Star Search, his wife bangs a black guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
I tell you, listen, we wanted Jackie to keep working here, but I'll tell you what I'll do. Somehow I always seem to go on.
Oh, yeah, you can do without him.
Well, that's what people said when Billy left. When Billy left the show, that was the end of the show.
Billy who?
Exactly.
Let me finish my list.
Go ahead.
All right. His wife banged a black guy, right?
Right.
Banged a one-legged girl. He gets his doctors from the penny saver with that 10-nail syndrome.
We know.
6 shacks.
What can I tell you?
Killed his cat. He eats out of garbage pails. He's got a piece of wood that he loves floating in the middle of the garbage water. It's Jessica Hahn apology.
It's great stuff.
Tchotchkes.
Listen, we love him, and you know what? I think there isn't a person on this planet who's been more loyal to Jackie.
The last thing I got to say, you got to watch him pickle, ferment, and if he comes back, you can watch him decay. How about a little prize for all of that, Howie?
All right, here's your prize. I'm going to hang up on you. All right. Everybody wants a prize. We're just calling in.
I know. These days, they want something.
Hey, Brian.
That started.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
So did Jackie bail on you, man?
Well, he didn't bail. He's out on strike, or what? Yeah, I guess he quit.
Work stopping.
He quit.
Gee.
I don't know what he wants me to do.
I don't understand why he has to do that to get what he wants.
Well, that's our point. I mean, who are you striking against? Tom doesn't care if you walk out. Tom's happy. He'll save himself some money.
Well, it's not like they have to shut the show down.
No, the show will continue. We're all under contract here, and we will somehow keep the show going.
The weirdest thing, I was thinking about that. When we all settled our contracts, back there in December.
Right.
There was a day that, you announced that we were staying, and, everybody came in, and there was a big celebration, and everybody was celebrating except Jackie.
Yeah, because Jackie is the one guy who can't somehow come to a contract agreement. How come everybody else can?
Yeah, we all were hugging each other and saying, oh, this is great, we're glad to be going on.
Yeah.
And Jackie was like, oh, so everybody's settled?
Yeah,
he was the only one standing there. You couldn't. It was like, well, we don't even know if you're going to be around anymore.
Yeah, we all have like the same agent. He went in and negotiated, but Jackie could never take on our agent because somehow he would get screwed if he had our agent.
He knows our agent would screw him.
Right.
And he's probably screwing us, but we don't know it.
Right.
We're stupid.
Yes, I mean it's a million problems with Jackie, and it's like it's just like working together is a dream. We all work together great, but when it comes down to him getting his,
Well, he said something, a couple of months ago. We were talking about his usual form of negotiation, and he said, "Yeah, Robin will get mad at me just because I asked for more money."
We all ask for more money.
We all ask for money.
Yeah, but he acts like we get it all, and he doesn't get any of it.
That's right, nothing left for him.
Yeah. So I mean, what am I going to say? It's sad. It's just a sad thing.
Jackie, he's a really good guy and all that, but
He's a great guy.
what good is it doing him to not come in? It's not like the show has to hold up now and wait.
Well, that's our point.
Well, he would wish that were the case.
Well, that's what he's a true narcissist. That's what it is. The show's going to now fail, and who cares? Screw Howard, screw Robin, screw Jack.
That's right.
Screw
He'll bring
Fred.
us all down. He didn't create this.
Right. But
he would like to take it down if he could.
Right.
It's funny because, I mean, I don't mean to say anything bad about the guy because he's a friend of mine. But this morning I'm listening to you from like 6 o'clock, and until you just mentioned a few minutes ago he wasn't in, I was like, oh yeah, what do you know? Come to think of it, I haven't heard him. But it wasn't like I'm thinking, oh my God, this show sounds so bad. He's not there,
Right. Well, that's our point, and the point is that I'm sure it could have been worked out some way. But you don't walk
you were
out.
dealing with an adult, not a spoiled brat.
You don't walk out on the show. And every time in the past I've gone out and sort of like tried to figure out a way to keep him, but I'm done.
Well, I don't want to. I'm not speaking for him. I don't know all the details of what he's interested in. But my thing.
No, but he's got other things to do. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be desperate. He's fine. He's a talented guy.
Well, it sounds also though like he can apparently live without doing the show. So it's not.
Well, let's hope.
I hope so.
I mean, you got to admit, part of the reason you're there is you like this stuff.
Yeah.
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 You hated it. They couldn't pay you enough.
Right.
So
maybe Jackie doesn't really care to do it anymore.
That's it.
I mean, he may not be as motivated and thrilled by it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right. That's fine.
Then he definitely should leave.
I just don't know what other job's going to pay that kind of money. I don't know what other kind of job's going to bring him that kind of prominence. And I don't know. But that's his business, not mine.
Maybe at 53, he said, if I'm going to take my shot, I got...
What happened? Your mic just went out.
Oh, I knocked myself out.
All right.
That maybe I got to take my shot now.
That's it.
Time's running.
While I'm young. I'm going to take a shot while I'm young. What can I tell you, man? I can't put my brain in his head. But I don't know what's going on. I didn't even get a phone call. It was like, hey, here's a note. I can't call you. It will be weird. And I'm like, it'll be weird?
Yeah,
what's
because
weird?
we've only been working together 15 years.
Yeah, you can't call me.
Well, he knows you're not going to try to argue with him.
Well, I would have said to him, what are you doing? I would have said, you know what?
Yeah, you talk to him like a friend.
You're going out on strike against us, and quite frankly, I'm not putting up with it anymore. I mean, I got to make plans for the future.
Right, and you're not going to sit there like you're on his team and say, you're right, don't go in, and I play hardball. And on the other hand, you're not going to say to him, well, here, I'll go to bat for you.
Whatever. I don't know what to say. When a guy walks out, what am I supposed to think?
When a guy just emails you.
Yeah, a guy emails me and tells me he's walking out. What am I supposed to do? Beg him to come in? Forget it. I'll get. You know what? Book someone new. Oh, what is it, Tom? What? Oh, here's Tom Chiasano, who handled the negotiations.
I was just going to say, we negotiated long and hard, in good faith, and we just couldn't agree. And his contract actually ended on December 31st, and he stayed for a while.
Right.
But we weren't going where Jackie wanted us to go, and we did make what I thought was a real significant, substantial offer.
Yeah. Listen, wait, let me ask you something. When Robin negotiated a contract, don't break a confidence, but when Robin negotiated a contract, I negotiated a contract, and Fred negotiated a contract, did we get what we were asking for?
Well, I didn't negotiate your deals, but
right.
I know you didn't.
Right. I mean, I know that.
Yeah, I'm still
I know you
smarting.
didn't.
Yeah, I know Robin said to me last night, I didn't get everything I wanted, but I wanted to stay with the show, and I figured out a way to do it. Somehow, the agent figured out a way to do it.
It doesn't.
But none of us ever walked out. We never walk out on the show.
It doesn't sound like it can be strictly a money issue, though. Come on. with him.
With him,
isn't that what he wrote you?
He wrote me, it's only a money issue, but then in the next breath he said Tom insulted him, and all he's looking for is a pat on the back. So it's not just looking for money, he's looking for a pat on the back.
Why did you pat him on the back?
You should have patted him on the back.
You know what? I could not have kissed his buttocks more.
He said that you told him that you can't help but think how great it's going to be to save the money, that you don't have to
What?
That's what he told me. That's what he told me in an email.
No,
I don't even know.
What I said to him at some point is, Jackie, I should be sitting here telling you, I'm looking forward to saving the money, but I'm not. I want you to stay.
Right. Which is a nice thing to say.
Right.
He misinterpreted that and decided you insulted him.
Well, I know. I've tried to always talk Jackie into staying, but I'm done with that. I'm not doing it anymore. And if the show sucks, hey, don't listen anymore. What can I tell you?
It kind of sounds like I say, I'm not trying to put the guy down, but it almost sounds like the attention is what he's more interested in than the amount of money he can get.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the guy wants to be known on his own for his ability to be a comedian and this and that as a performer.
So he should go out and do that.
He may not be getting that from being on the show as a writer.
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know what money they were offering because Tom just told me. And I guarantee there's a lot of writers out there that would fall on their head. I don't think that, and here's the other thing. You write for The Tonight Show or you write for any other show, they don't mention your name. You never get any credit.
I don't know who writes Jay Leno's jokes.
Yeah. But you know who writes on this show because we make everybody a star on this show. And people forget
they
that.
have a microphone in front of them. They
That's
don't
right.
do that on a TV show.
If you want, I open up the microphone to anyone who's in the studio.
Yeah.
So what am I going to say? What am I going to say? This is it. Guy comes to me, he says he's going out on strike against me. He ain't affecting Tom when he goes out on strike. He's affecting me.
Yeah, Tom, has your date changed at all?
No, listen, I'm not happy about it.
No, you're not happy about it. But your date, you're going to go along just fine without him.
You won't be lipping.
The only one who's affected by it is me, not you. So, it's like, if you go out on strike, you're going out on strike against me. You're not going out on strike against Tom.
It's silly.
Yeah.
It's just not helping anything.
Well, listen, whatever. Here's my vow. The show will go on. We're going to play Win Jackie's money.
We're going to find our new Jackie.
Whatever Tom was paying Jackie, I'll pay a comedian every week to come in, like Kathy Lee. We'll find someone to replace him. Might not be as good as Jackie.
Well, who knows?
Might be better. I might hire 10 guys. I might hire 10 guys with that salary.
We can probably afford to.
Yeah. Because pretty much what we were paying him, 10 people can be paid.
Am I eligible to enter?
Sure.
Brian, you ought to enter the party. I don't know what you do, but you ought to do it.
Oh, I do anything. You know me.
Oh, I know you. This is the guy who was on the air with me when I worked in Hartford.
Oh, yeah?
And I was in the middle of doing the show, and he took out his private area
this guy?
and put it down on the table.
He's a funny guy.
It was very funny, especially when I smacked it because I was doing the show.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I pulled away just in time.
Yes, you did. All right, Brian, thanks.
Okay,
we'll see you in here for Win Jackie's money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're
Brian,
holding auditions.
one of the contenders. So that's what you got to do. You got to you figure out what Jackie was making, and then I'll offer it to comedians every week. And when we find the right guy or group of guys, we'll do that.
I'll sit down with Gary and come up with a budget.
All right, very good. Makes me sad. What can I tell you? The guy walks out on strike on me. What am I?
End of an era.
And what is this? What am I? The air traffic controllers? This show all makes us our living. You don't walk out on it. You don't do that. You don't walk out on something that earns you this kind of money and this kind of respect and fame. You just don't. You sit down. You talk to your fellow workers. You talk to people and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." Something. I don't know.
No, he can't talk to anybody. He's his own best advisor.
You could have held up this show for all kinds of money, Robin. You could have held it up for all kinds of money.
I would never do that.
You could have wreaked havoc on it.
Would never do that. I told you. You people are good to me. I have to be good to you.
I'm not saying... Listen, Jackie might be right. He might have been worth, I don't know, 100 grand more, 200 grand more. I don't know.
I know I'm worth more than they're paying me.
I know I am.
I love you so much now.
And I know Fred is.
Why am I being so nice to you?
What are you going to do? Your buddy Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
I didn't know that this was happening. I just thought he wasn't here because of the snowstorm.
No, he's waiting for me to somehow force Tom to come up with more money.
No, I knew they were in negotiation, but I didn't know that it was this.
And then he walks out on a strike, and he doesn't even call me. Writes me an email.
But that's the thing about Jay. He won't tell anybody. So you know what? He doesn't want to have sense talked into him.
No.
So he doesn't talk to anybody.
But I don't even want to talk to him about it. I'm sick of it. How come I don't have to talk to you or Fred or anyone about your deals? I don't want to get involved in his business.
Well, you know what? I mean, when the three of us got together, we made a pact, basically, that, it was all for one for all, blah, blah, blah. He came along. He had no pact with anybody.
Right.
He's always been you know, the lone gunman out there all by himself.
Well, I think he'll be able to make that kind of money on his own because he's in a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah. And he did so well, they expanded his part.
I'm going to miss a lot of free lunches, that's for sure.
I know you are.
You'll be probably having to buy him.
That sucks.
I know. What can I tell you? The only person this hurts is me.
I mean,
because he hates me. He hates me.
Well, it
Always
hurts your
has.
feelings. I mean, we actually
no,
have to
Tom,
do
your feelings are hurt, but believe me, your day will go on.
My feelings aren't hurt.
I know. Your day will go on.
I mean, we'd all like for him to be here.
Right. All right, so what are you here to say, Tom?
I'm here to say it's time to take a break.
All right, that's fair enough.
See, I told you nothing changed.
Nothing changed in his life. And then I got to talk. When I come back, I want to take some phone calls. I haven't been able to take any yet. And also, I want to take. I want to tell you about my dinner Saturday night with Stuttering John.
Was it fun?
I went out with Stuttering John.
Oh, you didn't go to the apartment?
No.
No, but I invited him over.
Oh, why didn't you take that?
I should have.
Yes.
You remember I said, come on up?
You know what? I just couldn't handle it. I just didn't want to see
enough?
it. I'd had enough of that.
I got to hear about this.
You want to apply for Jackie's job.
I'm gonna.
Big money in that. You'd be rolling on
you
Easy
say you're
Street.
a funny guy.
No, Tom.
I'd love to give Stuttering John Jackie's job just to kill. Yeah, and give him all the money Jackie was supposed to
You
get.
gave it to Stuttering John, or worse yet, Benji.
Benji. I can't even bring myself to do that.
Jackie thought that Benji was sent to sit over his shoulder to figure out what he does so he could take over for him.
Oh, did he?
When he left,
Oh,
yes.
Jesus.
Tom, Tom would never give me, that kind of money. We'd kill him first.
Oh,
No.
Remember what Tom told me once? You remember what he said? He goes, this is when he had cancer.
Yeah.
He goes, I will die before I give you any of that money you want.
Ooh, and he could have.
You were dying.
This is while he was dying. So
We all thought you were going to be dead, and you told John on your deathbed.
He thought he was dying.
I would rather be dead than give you the money.
I hate to extend this past when we should be going to break, but I was ready to go in to start.
he was coughing, Howard, and I was feeling bad for him.
Oh, yeah, that felt real bad. It's like the Thursday or Friday before I go in to start chemo. John is there.
And they told you had like one of the worst cancers ever, right?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great.
It wasn't a great
great
prognosis.
No.
Right.
And it was one of my all-time favorites.
Did they ever say to you, like, probably you're not going to live?
They told me that there was 4 chances out of 10 that the chemo was going to work.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, so
that
he
ain't great
wasn't
odds.
even ahead of the game at all.
Right.
And they said, look, we have to do the most aggressive therapy possible.
I mean, as far as I know, it's the strongest combination of chemotherapy drugs.
What was your cancer? I mean,
it was melanoma.
Melanoma.
But it had been back. It was the 3rd time it had been back now.
Ooh.
Right. So they said 4 out of 10, and when they're telling you that, it's probably 2 out of 10.
Yeah, they just don't want to
They're giving you some hope. They don't even know how to cure it.
They actually gave me 2 choices on chemo, and when I talked, the oncologist gave me 2 choices. When I talked to my surgeon, Dr. Dan Coit, who's the greatest surgeon in the world,
all right,
said, "Tom, you got no choice here. You got to go for the Grand Salami."
Oh, you went for the salami.
Grand Salami.
The Grand Salami.
He said it may kill you, but it may kill you.
Right.
It
So
almost did.
You went for the Grand Salami.
It almost did. But I'm getting ready to go in for all that, and John's there hammering me about a raise. I looked at him and said, "John, I'd rather die before than."
No, you said I will die before I give you that money.
And I think I said I'd rather die.
Wow.
And meanwhile, it's over like $2,000.
Man knows how to run a tight ship. He knows how to run a tight ship.
And
See, Jackie's problem is he thinks that we're getting something he's not. It's always that way with him.
Or that he thinks only you're getting it, nobody else is. And he's not going to stand for it.
Here, I'll tell you the truth. I went in for a negotiation with Mel. Mel told me he would not give me a raise.
Oh, God.
And he said, because I get enough money, business is crap. He goes, that's the offer. And he stuck to his guns. I went out. I found another company that was willing to pay me more. To leave here and go work for them. A lot more. I swear on my life this is the truth. And I stayed. Now, why did I stay? I stayed because, A, I weighed it all out. I liked working here. There was also another couple of extenuating circumstances, so I stayed. Now, I wanted more money, all right? But I figured, okay, I got a good setup. I got a good deal. I'm going to make some dough here. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It ain't a bad job.
Than me.
No, you. Then, Robin, I know you went in and wanted more money. I know you didn't get everything you wanted.
I didn't even bother to ask. I knew. The way things were going,
Right.
I said, you know what? I better lower my estimate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay.
But I knew that. I said, I can't price myself out of the ballpark because I have an obligation here.
Or maybe your lawyer or your agent sits down with Tom and figures out, okay, so we work for 2 years, we at this price, or whatever. You figure out something if you want to be with the show. That's what you do. There's a way to figure it out. If you like working here and you want to keep
But
working
if I was
here.
tired of doing the show
Yeah.
and didn't want to do it anymore, I would come to my coworkers and say, look, guys, you know, I've had a great time, but it's time for me to go, or it's time for me
That
to
I
do something
understand.
else. I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not going to drop you like a hot potato.
Right.
I'm not going to make it a surprise when I'm not here anymore.
Right, but if you want to work here, you don't sit there and go on strike against who are you going to
That's
strike
right.
against? Me.
That's right.
Me and Rob.
No
Fred, sort of.
reason to do that.
Right.
You
All right.
Fred.
Anyway, so that's that.
Don't you chuckle, John.
Fred Hazy.
So
Because
let's
every
review.
time
You're a lot to
Jackie
work
pulls
with.
this, I decide, obviously, he doesn't want to do this.
Right. So let's review what's happened now. For anyone who's just tuning in, Tom lived through cancer. All right? It's ourselves. We
I
don't
mean,
go out.
yeah, we've been so horrible to him. See, that's my problem. You gave him a job. Tom didn't give him a job.
Right.
You gave him a job. But who does he lash out at when
Me.
things go bad? You.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. So, you know, what can I tell you? Jackie's gone, and we love him to work with him, but I don't understand going out on strike against the people you work with.
He's never heard of being able to negotiate a contract
And work.
while he's working.
No, it can't happen. I tried. And quite
They shut
frankly,
down the negotiation.
you know, it's it. So it's over. It's been a good 15 years together, but what can I tell you? And the show goes on. Somehow.
Not here, you know, to Howard, in 2 weeks, I think I'm going to leave. So why don't you start making some plans in preparation?
I don't need
But
to make
that's
any
the point.
preparation.
No, the point is, Howard,
Yeah.
that he doesn't care
Right.
whether you're left in the lurch or not.
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Damn, the show's not going to be the same. He's an endless source of material. Going back from Star Search, his wife banged a black guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna, I tell you, listen, we wanted Jackie to keep working here, but I'll tell you what I'll do. Somehow I always seem to go on.
Oh, yeah, you can do without him.
Well, you know, that's what people said when Billy left. Billy.
I don't understand why he has to do that to get what he wants.
Well, that's our point. I mean, who are you striking against? Tom doesn't care if you walk out. Tom's happy. He'll save himself some money.
Well, it's not like they have to shut the show down.
No, the show will continue. We're all under contract here, and we will somehow keep the show going.
You know, the weirdest thing, I was thinking about that. When we all settled our contracts, you know, back there in December.
Right.
There was a day that, you know, you announced that we were staying, and, you know, everybody came in, and there was a big celebration, and everybody was celebrating except Jackie.
Yeah, because Jackie is the one guy who can't somehow come to a contract agreement. How come everybody else can?
Yeah, we all were hugging each other and saying, oh, this is great, we're glad to be going on.
Yeah.
And Jackie was like, oh, so everybody's settled?
Yeah,
You know, he
yeah.
was the only one standing there. You know, you couldn't, it was like, well, we don't even know if you're going to be around anymore.
Yeah, we all have like the same agent. He went in and negotiated, but Jackie could never take on our agent because somehow he would get screwed if he
That's
had
right.
our
He
agent.
knows our agent would screw him.
Right.
And he's probably screwing us, but we don't know it.
Right.
We're
So he's-
stupid.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a million problems with Jackie, and it's like, you know, it's just like working together is a dream. We all work together great, but when it comes down to him getting his, you know.
Well, he said something, you know, a couple of months ago we were talking about his usual form of negotiation. And he said, yeah, Robin will get mad at me just because I asked for more money.
We all asked
Oh,
for.
my
So I pulled away just in time.
Yes, you did. All right, Brian. Thanks.
Okay.
We'll
yeah.
see you in here for Win Jackie's money.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're holding
one,
auditions.
one of the contenders. So that's what you got to do. You got to you figure out what Jackie was making, and then I'll offer it to comedians every week. And when we find the right guy or group of guys, we'll do that.
I'll sit down with Gary and come up with a budget.
All right, very good. Makes me sad. What can I tell you? The guy walks out on strike on me. What am I? What about?
End of an era.
Now, what is this? What am I? Air traffic controllers? This show all makes us our living. You don't walk out on it. You don't do that. You don't walk out on something that earns you this kind of money and this kind of respect and fame. You just don't. You sit down. You talk to your fellow workers. You talk to people and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." Something. I don't know.
No, he can't talk to anybody. He's his own best advisor.
You could have held up this show for all kinds of money, Robin. You could have held it up for all kinds of
I would
money.
never do that.
You could have wreaked havoc on it.
Would never do that. I told you. You people are good to me. I have to be good to you.
I'm not saying, listen, Jackie might be right. He might have been worth, I don't know, 100 grand more, 200 grand more. I don't know.
I know I'm worth more than they're paying me.
I know I am.
I love you so much now.
And I know Fred is.
Why am I being so nice to you?
What are you going to do, you buddy Johnny?
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
We're holding
one
auditions.
of the contenders. So that's what you got to do. You got to you figure out what Jackie was making, and then I'll offer it to comedians every week. And when we find the right guy or group of guys, we'll do that.
I'll sit down with Gary and come up with a budget.
All right, very good. Okay. Makes me sad. What can I tell you? The guy walks out on strike on me. What am I? What am I?
End of an era.
Now, what is this? What am I? Air traffic controllers? This show all makes us our living. You don't walk out on it. You don't do that. You don't walk out on something that earns you this kind of money and this kind of respect and fame. You just don't. You sit down. You talk to your fellow workers. You talk to people and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." Something. I don't know.
No, he can't talk to anybody. He's his own best advisor.
You could have held up this show for all kinds of money, Robin. You could have held it up for all kinds of money.
I would never do that.
You could have wreaked havoc on it.
Would never do that. I told you. You people are good to me. I have to be good to you.
I'm not saying... Listen, Jackie might be right. He might have been worth, I don't know, 100 grand more, 200 grand more. I don't know.
I know I'm worth more than they're paying me.
I know I am.
I love you so much now.
And I know Fred is.
Why am I being so nice to you?
What are you going to do? Your buddy Jackie doesn't work here anymore.
I didn't know that this was happening. I just thought he wasn't here because of the snowstorm.
No, he's waiting for me to somehow... Wait, let me ask you something. When Robin negotiated a contract, don't break a confidence, but when Robin negotiated a contract, I negotiated a contract, and Fred negotiated a contract, did we get what we were asking for?
Well, I didn't negotiate your deals, but
right.
No, I'm sure. I know you didn't.
Right. I mean, I know that.
Yeah, I'm still
I know you
smarting.
didn't.
Yeah, I know Robin said to me last night, I didn't get everything I wanted, but I wanted to stay with the show, and I figured out a way to do it. Somehow, the agent figured out a way to do it. But none of us ever walked out. We never walk out on the show.
It doesn't sound like it can be strictly a money issue, though. Come on.
With him,
isn't that what he wrote you?
He wrote me. It's only a money issue, but then in the next breath he said Tom insulted him, and he was all he's looking for is a pat on the back. So he's not just looking for money; he's looking for a pat on the back.
Why did you pat him on the back?
You should have pat him on the back.
You know what? I could not have kissed his buttocks more.
He said that you told him that you can't help but think how great it's going to be to save the money that you don't have to.
What?
That's what he told me. That's what he told me in an email.
No,
I don't even know.
What I said to him at some point is, Jackie, I should be sitting here telling you, I'm looking forward to saving the money, but I'm not. I want you to stay.
Right. Which is a nice thing to say.
Right.
He misinterpreted that and decided you insulted him.
Well, I know. I mean, I've tried to always talk Jackie into staying, but I'm done with that. I'm not doing it anymore. And if the show sucks, hey, don't listen anymore. What can I tell you?
It kind of sounds like I say, I'm not trying to put the guy down, but it almost sounds like the attention is what he's more interested in than the amount of money he can get.
Well, how to cure it.
They actually gave me 2 choices on chemo, and when I talked, the oncologist gave me 2 choices. When I talked to my surgeon, Dr. Dan Coit, who's the greatest surgeon in the world,
all right,
said, "Tom, you got no choice here. You got to go for the grand salami."
Oh, you went for the salami.
Grand salami.
The grand salami.
He said it may kill you, but it may cure you.
Right.
It almost did.
You went for the grand salami.
It almost did. So I'm getting ready to go in for all that, and John's there hammering me about a raise. I looked at him and said, "John, I'd rather die before than."
No, you said I will die before I give you that money.
I think I said I'd rather die.
Wow.
And meanwhile, it's over like $2,000.
Man knows how to run a tight ship. He knows how to run a tight ship.
And
See, Jackie's problem is he thinks that we're getting something he's not. It's always that way with him.
Or that he thinks only you're getting it, nobody else is. And he's not going to stand for it.
Here, I'll tell you the truth. I went in for a negotiation with Mel. Mel told me he would not give me a raise.
Oh, God.
And he said, because I get enough money, business is crap. He goes, that's the offer. And he stuck to his guns. I went out. I found another company that was willing to pay me more. To leave here and go work for them. A lot more. I swear on my life this is the truth. And I stayed. Now, why did I stay? I stayed because, A, I weighed it all out. I liked working here. There was also...
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Sal Governale, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we discussed Richard Christie's wedding. Who's coming? Not Robin, not Gary, not Fred, and maybe Howard. We discussed it, and we also discussed the fact that I may get a little crazy. Will I? Check it out.
And now joining us is the man whose wedding is causing great controversy and angst all throughout the hallways of the Stern bullpen. And that would be the only Richard Christie.
Well, it's funny how everybody always says that when you're planning a wedding, you're supposed to be stressed out and filled with angst. But I'm not. Howard is more than me.
Were you going to go in today if Howard didn't call you in? Because it sounded to me like he was debating what to do, what not to do. He was almost looking for you to come in and say, hey, it's okay if you don't come.
Yeah, I mean, it's his decision. I'm not going to, tell him either way, because whatever he wants to do, I'm fine with. Like people were saying, I didn't go to Jason's wedding, and that was my decision because I had something to do. So if Howard
Do you regret that, by the way, now that you're having your own wedding?
No, not really. That was an awesome concert.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, Jason, but
you should clarify what you chose to do, because it's not like, instead of going to Jason's wedding, for people who don't know.
I went to see my favorite band, 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗿 in Los Angeles.
But how many? What you saw them how many nights in a row?
Well, I saw them 4 nights in a row in New York and then 4 nights in L.A.
Right, so you could have skipped a night.
Yeah, but it was my favorite album. They played it in full the night Jason got married.
Can anybody here name a 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗿 album? I know you can. Can anybody else?
But that's why I like it. I don't like mainstream stuff. I like stuff to, niche stuff.
Does it bother you that, you heard why Robin's not going? Fred's not going because he doesn't go to any of these things. Mm-hmm. And Gary said he's going to be in the Outer Banks. And Howard is struggling because he wanted to make plans with friends I guess they hadn't seen in a long time. I don't know. That was sort of the explanation I heard. But does it hurt if you know that he could be there and he doesn't come?
No, honestly, no. I mean, my main thing, and this is what I've said all along, I want my fiance to be happy. I want her to have the perfect day, and that's the most important thing. So even if I was hurt by Howard not coming, to me, my feelings don't even matter about this wedding. I want her to have the perfect day and her to be happy. And I think what's most important for her is that her family and that her close friends are there, and they will be. And I think she's going to be so excited about that. And whoever wants to come, they can come. If you got plans, it's fine.
How important is the wedding day to you, though?
Very important. I mean, I just, I'm with the most awesome person in the world, and I'm really lucky to have found somebody that I love this much. And
then your
really
wife's going to be there, too, because I think you were talking about Sal.
Sal, yeah. Sal's my best man. So
is he?
Yeah.
It's not going to be your best man?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Fuck off, John.
Are there going to be any hijinks at all? Were you going to take your dick out at the wedding?
No, I won't.
That's where the ring is.
No balls are coming out. No Captain Sachs.
See, I'm surprised because you do
What? No Captain Sachs at the wedding?
Because you'll do that at people's weddings who don't want that to happen. Richard, I'm guessing, gives you the all clear.
Well, in the past, when I have done that at weddings, it wasn't deliberate. I get really drunk and things happen.
I love at Billy Mira's wedding when you climbed up his wife's dress, and you were singing real dirty Bon Jovi.
What did you sing at Billy Mira's wedding?
Living on a prayer. I think I want to fuck your pubic hair or something like that. I don't know. Come in your pubic hair. I just grabbed the microphone. The guy, you know how the DJ goes around with the mic, and everybody's singing along the lines like, "Oh, living on a prayer." And I grabbed it. I looked at Brian like, "I want to come in your pubic hair," and and there was like an 8-year-old kid on the dance floor, and the mother grabbed the kid by the sides of his ears to cup him and dragged him away. But again, it wasn't, it was, good old-fashioned alcohol.
Is it going to be a first dance for Richard and his wife, and then one for you and Richard?
Whatever he wants.
I know you two are going to dance together. I know that's inevitable.
That'll happen, I'm sure.
I said the only thing separating me and Kristen is pretty much the dress. I mean, that's the only difference.
Well, and a vagina.
Well,
do you think even that's up for discussion? Whether that's what's separating you?
Put some hair around my asshole. Richard will go to town.
Do you think Howard should go to the wedding?
Do I think he should go to the wedding? I think he should do whatever he wants. But if he's miserable, by all means, no. If you're miserable, nobody wants somebody miserable there. And he's made it clear that he's going to be miserable. So if Howard's going to be happy with his friends away, by all means, I suggest he does that. I've been to weddings that I didn't want to be at. And all you do is stir your coffee, listen to some shitty music, and you can't wait to get the hell out of there.
But are there things that you go to that you don't want to do, but you know that it's the right thing to do?
Yeah, home every day, pretty much. But
he stirs his coffee at home every day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But don't you think
drop cyanide in somebody's cup one day?
When you're in those situations, don't you sort of make the best of it? You typically
You do make the best. Look, there's a difference between doing something and not making people aware. But Howard has made it perfectly clear that he doesn't want to do this and that he's going to be miserable. The fact that he stated that already, I think it's acceptable for him not to go because he's made it clear. He's being honest.
He's at the point now. I think he's going to be miserable either way. He's going to be miserable if he goes. Not miserable, but you know what I mean. He's like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? But if he doesn't, he's going to be like feeling all guilty and like I should be there.
But he shouldn't feel guilty because we don't feel bad about it. My fiance. I mean, honestly though, my fiance gets stressed about this because when Howard kind of makes fun of our wedding and she gets really bummed out about it. So it probably is better if he decides not to go because I don't want her to be stressed out that he's here. That he's at the wedding.
Does it matter to Kristen? Like, is she at all like, oh, it's embarrassing if he doesn't come, or is that no big deal?
No, that's not a big deal at all. No, she wants, the people that want to be there, and unfortunately, I think if Howard's there, my fiance is going to be worried the whole time that Howard's having a miserable time, and I don't want my fiance to worry about that. I want her to have the greatest day of her life.
So you're going to take the dinner and the gift?
He doesn't have to do the dinner. I can tell that's another thing he doesn't want to do.
Do you get insulted when he says, "I'll take you and your former intern fiance to dinner"?
No, not at all.
I thought that was a bit of a dig, right?
Well, that and I forgot what he said. I forgot how he described you as well.
Contest winner.
Contest winner.
Right. That was Rob who brought that up.
I've been dug at 1,000 times on this show, so no, digs don't bother me anymore. But he doesn't have to do the dinner. The gift would be great. I got to be honest.
Shoot us a number that works for you.
Did you have a number in your head when you were in there?
I really don't because
$10,000, Richard.
That's fine. That's great. I mean,
you have a number in your head, I'm sure, over there.
Oh, I do.
Hey, Rick, I will tell you that when I got married, Howard did the same thing on the air about what should we give you, what should we give you, and several friends of mine called me and said you should thank Howard because he talked about it on the air about whatever he was going to give. The guy said, I know for me, he drove up my price.
Yeah, he set the bar.
He set the bar, and a lot of people said, well, they went higher because they heard what Howard was talking about.
Yeah, when Howard said today, he goes, if I do a 10, I'm going to give you $200. I was like, shit. I wanted to bring up something as well. I love the Richard style for this wedding. It's not the traditional wedding. Like, he's doing something that I've never seen before.
What's that?
And I wanted to get your opinion on how you think Howard would feel about it. He's not doing assigned seating. It's just sit at any table that you like for the dinner. And I was like, wow, because, that's a pretty big thing.
Well, everybody said that's one of the most stressful things about a wedding is deciding.
Putting it together.
Yeah. Yes, we're like, well, then let's just avoid that and people can sit where they want.
But there's also a reason why you do that because then it's just bedlam.
So Howard shows up, sits down.
Right. So I want to get your opinion
173 people immediately go over.
Here's what I have in my mind. Aunt Gladys from Missouri could just walk over to Howard, doesn't know who he is. Go, anybody sitting here?
Yucko might sit next to Howard.
Oh, might. Howard knows Yucko's going to be there. He might not go at all.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see who sits next to who and who gets avoided from our show, certainly. Ronnie, what do you want to say?
I just came in real quick to say I am going to the wedding. I could have been in Indianapolis, but I'd rather go to his wedding because I am preparing a speech you'll never forget.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Is it going to be like the one you gave at Bubba's wedding?
I thought you retired from these speeches.
I don't know. We'll see. At his wedding?
He just looks retired.
At his wedding, I might reconsider.
I told Ronnie, I said, Sal's going to be my best man, and Ronnie's going to be my best old man.
But, the speech is in the works.
You think Howard should go?
He doesn't go to anybody else's, really, so I don't know.
No, you're not answering my question.
If he's not doing anything, he should go.
In the mic.
I'm talking in the mic.
Well, stand up and talk.
Lower the mic.
Oh, don't you start with me because he had all kinds of ideas that I should make a speech with him.
No, you said you go, you're making the speech, I'm making the speech. So I go, well, then maybe we could do it together.
No, but you came up with the idea I should do the best man speech.
I said you could tackle me and take over.
No, that's not what you said. Oh, don't lie.
I said you could tackle me.
Why do you lie in front of everybody for?
I can see Sal doing a real thoughtful, nice speech.
I want to do a thoughtful speech.
Yeah, but after a few drinks, he won't. The thoughtfulness will go right out the window.
Well, that's when you take over.
Well, we'll have him do it early then.
It sounds like Sal's going to toe the line here.
No,
I don't believe that from me.
I'm having such a dilemma because when I'm thinking about this speech and a lot of funny things come to mind.
Here's what's going to happen. I know exactly how it goes. I know how it goes. Sal's on his best behavior, but then he gets there that day and he drinks because he's having a good time.
Sure.
But that's not the worst part. The drinking isn't the worst part. The worst part is he gets alone with his thoughts and he goes, I know that Richard's a good friend and I should behave, but I think people expect me to be funny. And I don't want to disappoint.
He's got to entertain.
He drinks a couple more.
Especially if Howard shows up.
No way.
Entertainer Sal.
I'm making it perfectly clear right now.
That's what I'm going to do to him because that's what Spice Boy did to me at Bubba's wedding.
Yeah, but you being there and doing it is a little different than Howard being there and doing it because you said Howard egged you on at Jason's wedding.
Howard did. I mean, I was Howard's dancing bear at Jason's wedding. We were writing stuff in his book and drawing pictures of Gary. And
everything but paying attention to your wife.
Everything but that. Howard told me taking my dick and smacking in Robin's pumpkin soup for fun. And, it even got to the point where Beth was like, Sal, don't do it. Don't. And she was like even saying to Howard, cut it out already. And so, no, I'm making it perfectly clear.
Does it ever dawn on you go, you know what, Howard, I had a lot of fun, but I got to go hang out with my wife. I'm going to sit down and enjoy the wedding.
Absolutely not. I'm with her for the long haul. I mean, we're going to share a cemetery plot together. If I got a chance to smack my dick into some soup, by all means, I'm going to do it.
Honey, I could go to a wedding with you any day. I can only put my cock in rabbit soup once.
But I'm making it perfectly clear that it will be a sincere speech. There will be nothing crazy or wacky over the top. And, and that's
How
it.
come you can't look him in the eye when you say that?
I can look at him in the eye.
Okay, does that include, so you give the speech and that's sincere. Is there a possibility you might grab the mic at other times for some hijinks?
Let's say Ronnie grabs the mic and there's a song going on.
Don't bring Ronnie into it.
Well, let's say hypothetically there's songs going around and stuff. Yeah, but I will never be over the top and offend anybody because I love Kristen just as much as I love Richard.
But see, the thing is, I think when you've done these things in the past, you didn't think you were offending anyone until someone told you.
Yeah, it took 6 years of this show to, pretty much hammer it into my skull.
And there's also a part of you that I think can't help yourself.
Right.
I think so too, and I have to watch myself. Maybe I'll have like 6 Kettle Ones instead of.
But does Richard even worry about? Is Kristen worried about anyone being over the top?
No, not at all.
So
because we hang out with we hang out with Ronnie, we hang out with Sal, we hang out with High Pitch Mike, and they're all our friends. So we know how they are, and we're fine with that.
Hey, it's 𝗫𝗿𝗍𝗿. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, talked to Benji about being late from coming back into the studio after a break, which Howard noticed. Also, I was pretty pissed off that Sal had bypassed me to go into the studio and sort of fuck up the flow of the show. And a listener called in and said, Gary, man, you sound angry today. And I was really pissed off because the guys weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. So check it out and see how pissed off I actually was.
Benji can't get back into the studio after a commercial. And Benji, today, did you have like a medical appointment out in the halls, or were those guys here to shoot something for Howard TV? Can you explain what was going on?
Yeah, the doctor, Dr. Jonathan Gordon, and his...
You don't have to name him every
plug
time.
him. Just
and his hot assistant, Carly.
I just said don't fucking plug him.
Oh, okay. Well, don't...
In other words,
I said Carly and Dr. Gordon.
We don't need names. Just tell us the story.
Okay.
Why were they here?
Yeah, I'd like to know. No, because I'm sort of... This goes to the next thing on the list, which is Sal bypassing me, which I'm sort of irritated that all the shit's going on that I'm unaware of that makes me look really bad to Howard.
All right, I'm sorry.
That included. So why did you need to be out there today?
The doctor was here. They were doing a behind-the-scenes interview with him for the show,
right?
For the TV show. And just while he was here, there were some things I wanted to ask him about real quick about my ankle.
But it looked like you were doing shtick for TV.
Okay. But
I'm asking you the question, because if there are questions you needed to ask him, it's different than you're doing shtick for TV.
No, I was concerned. Like I asked him if it doesn't hurt too much, is it a bad idea to walk around as much as I want, or should I try to keep it completely immobile?
Did you invite them up during the show purposely, hoping that maybe there'd be some?
I thought they would have fun up here.
Right, but why don't you tell me that?
Invite them up? What are you talking about?
I'm asking. I don't know. Howard TV invited them up?
I guess so. Yeah.
So you didn't know he was going to be here?
Well, when they did an interview with me yesterday, they said, "Oh, we're doing an interview with them tomorrow."
All right.
So
again, you can't get a straight answer out of Benji.
Wait.
It's very simple. Did you know he was coming up today?
I happen to know. Yeah.
Okay. Did you know he was coming up in the morning?
I happen to know that. Yeah.
Okay. Great. That's
how did you find that out? How did you know?
I didn't know it was going to be in the morning. I found that out this morning. I found out that yesterday they told me when they were doing the interviews. Wait, what am I not answering, Gary?
It's like yes, no. I found out. It's all roundabout. Okay. I'm just asking a straight answer. When did you figure out they were coming in this morning?
I think this morning I was told that.
Who were you told by?
Definitely yesterday. They told me the doctor was coming up today.
Who's they?
People who work for the TV show.
Okay, so Howard TV scheduled them to come up here today.
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. Let's get someone from Howard TV down here so we can clarify. But another thing I noticed today, and I hope your ankle's getting better, I saw you had the boot off, you had it on. Were you doing some kind of physical therapy
I wanted to
thing?
show the doctor. The blood has moved up my leg. There's like a big blood spot, and I didn't know if that was safe. I was concerned about that.
All right. We'll get to J.J. Abrams later in our show, but Gary, since you touched on it, we should talk about you being bypassed. So, I mean, there's this issue with Benji, and we'll get to the root of it and see where it all came from. But
really? You get to the root of it?
Well, we'll try. But with Sal, Howard was talking about how his favorite room in this entire place is Sal and Richard's office. And it's because that's where they do the phony phone calls, and they love going in there for prank calls, and Howard really gets a kick out of it, and he was reminiscing. And then all of a sudden, Sal pops up on the mic to play a prank that Howard loves.
I was livid the second I heard Sal in the studio doing that.
Why?
Livid. Because there was no urgency. You know, it wasn't as if, Howard, I just got this phone call, or I just did this phony phone call about Anthony Weiner, and so good you have to hear it, which that isn't even urgent. So Sal knows he's supposed to come to me, and he walks in, he plays it. You know, now had Sal come to me, I would have said, let me hear the call. You know what? I'll play it for Howard during the break. I don't have to play it from the and he would have gone, but he's talking about it right now. I got it, Sal. But you know what? He's riffing on some other stuff. Let's wait till the break to play him this call. And I called Sal into my office afterwards, alone without cameras. We did the one in front of the cameras. And then without cameras, and I said, you know what? You make me look bad. I said, I'm really, like, I'm not a hard ass to you. I don't yell at you. I don't give you a lot of shit. You make it look to Howard like I have no control of the office.
Why do people bypass you? You had Sal, you had whatever this Howard TV thing is. Clearly, you weren't.
Well,
in the
that's
loop
different. The
on
Howard
that.
TV thing, they do their own thing. That they're fine to shoot their own stuff. Benji going there is a different thing. The Howard TV can do whatever they want.
All right, Ganji,
it doesn't have to affect us.
Did you invite them up here?
No. So what happened was Benji's doctor we needed to do an interview with for the behind-the-scenes show. He's got limited time, so we needed to. Usually we try to do stuff in the afternoon. He needed to come up at this time.
Got it.
We use the green room to do our interviews. So. Yes, we booked him to come up at that time to do that. I think Benji knew he was coming up and decided to come out to say hi. And then what happened was the doctor's like, Benji had a question about his ankle. Then the doctor starts going, okay, let me see it. And he kind of did like a little bit of an exam in the green room. So I think that's what took Benji so long to get back. So I think it was like, I don't think Benji had that intent.
Right.
I think the doctor was like, let me see it. And Benji probably was like, oh, okay, let me show you. And then they were talking
so
about
the door opens and all Howard knows is that Benji's doctor's out there and he thinks the whole thing's a big bunch of shtick.
Right.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Because Benji didn't explain it that way.
And I would also like to know when people are coming up during the show as well. In other words, if you're guys shooting a thing with a doctor and I got, say, J.J. Abrams in the green room across the hall, I'd like to know what's going on so it doesn't look bad to our guests.
Right, okay. I mean, I assumed you were CC'd and looped in on that.
Well, why would you assume that?
I just assumed you were.
I wish I was.
Okay, all right.
All right, so that explains that. And though when Howard started the show again and saw Benji's chair was empty without knowing the reason why, he was pissed. I mean, he was really pissed. And Benji, you just said, sorry, I'll be there the next time.
Right.
And hopefully that's what's going to happen. Now with Sal, this has happened before on the show. Not just Sal, but other people have sort of gone. I mean, the rule is if you want to go into the studio, let Gary know. And I'd say,
you know who's a great example of that? Who is literally the perfect person is Ronnie. Ronnie always comes to me, sticks his head and goes, he's talking about this. Can I go in? And I almost always say yes, and sometimes I don't. But Ronnie always asks.
Yeah, and it's rare that you say no, or if you do say no, you give a legitimate reason why.
Yeah, and I, by the way, which I don't have to, but sometimes I'll be like, I think we're moving off that topic. And listen, Howard trusts me to keep the flow of the show of what's going outside in the office.
So having known this, Sal, why did you go in? Did you just feel like Howard was on a roll and you wanted to compliment it? What were you thinking?
I just used poor judgment. I really did.
But what were you thinking? Like, were you thinking that the call was so good that you had to get it to him?
Apparently I wasn't thinking enough because I should have stopped by your office. And 99% of the time, unless Howard calls me in, I do go to Gary. In this case, I don't know. He was talking about the prank calls, the prank call room, and then he was talking about his prank calls as Fart Man. And we had a particular prank call that I thought would be real good. Now, I should have went to either Gary, which wouldn't have been a problem, or simply went to Will. 99% of the time, when Howard's discussing something, I just put up a note. I give Will the media and put up the note. I don't know why that I did it. I felt like maybe because we were somewhat of the topic of the conversation, it would be okay, but apparently it wasn't, and I do apologize to Gary.
Is it fair, Sal, saying 99% of the time he does come to you?
No, because it's 100% of the time. That's the rule.
Yeah, it's 100%. No,
I understand that he's apologizing, but he knows better.
I definitely I made the wrong call, and I got my ass chewed out for it, deservingly so. I mean, Howard gave me a nice beating as well.
Well, Howard didn't love the call that you brought in there. That was the other problem.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And by the way, if it had gone well, I'd have the same conversation with you.
Sure.
I really would. If Howard loved the call, I'd be like, you got to run that by me because it could have gone horribly wrong.
That's right. As far as the call's concerned, what baffled me about the call itself, I mean, this is completely aside from Gary getting to the call. We've played that call numerous times. I even have documents of the call being played and comments being made about the particular call. But again, people change, times change, attitudes change, things change.
And that's my job.
And
my job is to decide.
Gary could have filtered that out.
Right.
So.
And if I made a mistake, again, I'll always take the bullet. If Howard says, why didn't you tell me about that? Hey, Howard, it was my decision.
Yeah.
But it's got to be my decision.
It also seemed like Howard was in a real flow talking about the prank calls and where he was going. And when you get in his line of sight, you better have something great if you're going to interrupt
you're like
him.
a fly going right up his nostril. I mean, it's just bad news. And that's what I was. I was that gnat. And he whacked me pretty good. I walked out with my tail between my legs.
Biggs in Boston, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Gary, you seem very fucking angry today, man.
I am. I am angry because the Sal thing coupled with the Benji thing makes it look to Howard like I can't control the office. So I am angry.
Yeah, it's I'm a big fan. almost uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, you know what? But I'm dealing with stuff like, listen, have you ever Howard didn't chew me out, by the way. I'm putting this on me. But have you ever done something where you know your boss just thinks you can't handle your job and you feel like shit about it? That's how I'm feeling, and I'm feeling that I feel like I don't have control. So yeah, I'm pissed.
I mean, obviously it makes for great radio. I just haven't seen you like that, or heard you, I should say, like this, and I don't even know when. I can't even say the last time that you've been off this angry.
Well, I'll be better in the second half today, I promise.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we had a girl in here earlier in the day who was smelling her armpits. So when we got on the wrap-up show, we started smelling armpits. And Gary smelled like onions, Benji smelled like asshole, and then I smelled like the greatest ever because I was wearing my Mama deodorant. So check it out and see what it's all about.
Over to Claire Sinclair, the Playmate of the Year. And she came in, she's dating Hef's son, she's sort of, all involved. But to me, things got crazy when the armpit smelling began. Now, I guess her theory was that she said that she could see, I guess, if she'd be interested in a guy, where it would go by smelling armpits. And the people the contestants were Gary, Benji, Ronnie, Howard, JD, Tim Sabian, and who am I forgetting?
Was Ganji in there?
No, it wasn't Ganji. There was one other person in there. I forgot.
Richard.
Oh, Richard Christie. How could I forget that? And her use of adjectives, I thought, were quite interesting. JD started, and you figured, who knows where it was going to go with JD, and he did okay. But then Howard went next, and she described Howard as odorless.
A ghost.
And Howard seemed flattered by that at first until she said, and that is zero to peel. You're some kind of weirdo. And
right.
I thought he was really taken aback by that.
Yeah, anybody is when when you're on the shit end. This is how I played it. She said I had an onion smell, and the only thing I could think of is I leaned in so hard on her that my mouth was near her mouth, but I haven't eaten onions in weeks, so I don't know what that was. But I'm going to go, Howard was a weirdo, and Benji smelled like an asshole.
Yeah, what was that
So I'm
about?
the best of the worst.
Well, yeah,
in my mind.
Being oniony.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way,
was it
musty?
Richard was musty,
but
and gross. No, she said musty and gross.
Tim was very 80s.
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
That was so funny that Tim was old.
But Ronnie came off as what? Ronnie? What
Mambo Man, and a little bit of BO.
But she liked it, I guess, because it was natural smelling. That's what she was saying. I think what she said about Howard, that's what I would want to go for. I would love to be odorless, and I don't know why that's. I don't know why she thinks odorless is weird, but I think that's I think you don't want to smell too much like deodorant. You don't want to smell like BO.
Are you happy with the way you were assessed in there?
Does it make a difference?
Right.
Yeah.
How does it make a difference?
Well, it affected Howard. What she had said.
It didn't affect. I mean, it affected me at the time. It was like, oh, cool. I'm one of the cool guys in the contest now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as anything else, what the fuck do I get out of it?
It's very unscientific. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go home and go, oh my God, how can I scrub the onion off my armpit?
Were you upset the way she described you as assholey?
Nah, it's cool. I actually think I smell really good today. But I haven't. I ate like tons of like garlic and shit.
I saw you when we first came. I was like the first one to come in the studio, and then I didn't. They hadn't picked you to be one of the guys until the end.
Yeah.
And I saw Benji sitting over in the seat, and he had his arms up in the end. He was smelling under his armpits.
I like the way it
to see what he smelled like.
Yeah, check me out.
No.
Come on.
No.
I'll check you out. Can I check you out?
I don't want you.
I'm so curious now. Aren't you curious to smell Gary's armpit?
You want to see if he smells oniony?
Gary, I won't bullshit.
Okay.
I just.
You can smell my armpit, but I'm not smelling yours.
Okay. Thanks. I mean,
be honest, Benji. How does it smell?
Yeah, Benji.
Swear on my life, it's a slightly pleasant smell. Swear on my life, but I don't know if both arms smell like that.
Well, that's the one I gave.
It's a tiny bit.
I use deodorant every morning.
Tiny bit sweet.
So where would the oniony be coming from?
I don't know. I like his smell. Maybe I like onion.
Wait, smell my breath. Seriously.
Okay.
Oh,
you think that's oniony?
Your breath is not 100% fresh,
right?
But it's not bad. Right. But your armpit smells better.
Yes. Your onion armpits are one thing, but how do your armpits smell like shit? I'm way more. Like she's not fucking around. She took like a step back when she smelled your armpits. How could your armpits smell that bad?
Especially after we learned that Richard Christie was willing to stick his finger in his ass and wipe his armpit.
Well, actually, Richard's stuck it in his ass, put it in my armpit.
It was really weird because Richard really came and asked me that. And I'm like, I don't think that's a great idea.
That surprised you that he asked you that?
Well, the other thing too, he goes, yeah, because I could get a rash on my arm. I go, what about her?
Yeah, well, I don't think that.
Garrett, come on, smell my armpit. Man. Come on,
Teddy will smell it. Teddy's.
All right.
He's not doing anything.
I love how Howard.
No, I mean he's not on the board.
I love how Howard tried to turn on me though right away when she said.
Hold up.
So what's Teddy's face?
Teddy, what's going on?
It smells like my 70-year-old uncle.
No, what's going on?
He smells
like what?
B.O. He smells like an Italian hero.
Thanks.
But it's good. I don't know. It's musty.
What's funny, you've got the look of disgust on Teddy's face, coupled with the look of pride on Benji's face. But Ronnie, what were you just going to say?
You know, she said I was okay, and that I was in contention to be one of her fuckies. You know, if she would, you know, because I smelled the way I smelled. But then Howard tried to turn on me right away. Like, no, she didn't. She said you smelled musty and old, and like right away he was like trying to turn it around on because actually I got something positive said.
Well, I don't think it was you. I think he was just trying to move it. I just think he was trying to move the needle in his direction.
By the way, do you guys
exactly? That's what I mean.
Do you guys have deodorant on today?
I do.
I do.
Well, I have Mambo deodorant on, dude.
Well, seriously, they make Mambo deodorant.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Is that you buy it in a store? Or you're mixing it at home?
No. It's a roll-on.
Ronnie,
it's a roll-on deodorant that I don't think you can buy it separate. If you buy like a gift pack, like say you go to Macy's,
that's the throw-in,
and you buy a gift pack. It's a throw-in.
So do you have like
the whole kit?
Do you have gallons of Mambo for those little roll-on things?
No, I don't use them all.
Are you a spokesperson for Mambo?
I wish I was.
Stockholder?
I should be.
I don't think they make it anymore.
Yeah, didn't we find out it closed down? But
no, they didn't. No, it's made by Claiborne. Okay, number one. It's not on the market in stores anymore, but you can buy it online. Or you can sometimes like if you go to TJ Maxx, like one of those shithole places, they have it. Sometimes they'll buy like a truckload probably,
right? And
they'll sell it. You know,
I think like Ronnie might get it from Mexico. You know what I mean? Like great market.
Does it make you think when you can't find it in stores that there's something?
No. You can still buy it online. Like all of these. Perfume supply places and all this nonsense. That's where I get it from.
And it's shithole places, to quote you.
Well, whatever. I mean, TJ Maxx. I mean, they buy stuff in quantity and they put it up for sale real cheap.
Did you start with the Mambo perfume and then got the deodorant, or did you get them all at once?
No, the first time I got Mambo, I got it as a gift, long time ago. Just a bottle, okay? Then I really liked it. I had been in the store and I saw they had a gift set where it comes with Mambo cologne, Mambo aftershave, Mambo deodorant, and Mambo after shower gel. Or Mambo shower gel.
What about Mambo bar of soap?
No, Mambo shower gel. See, my weekend deodorant is Mambo.
Okay.
My during the week deodorant is Gillette.
Why?
Because it lasts longer. I noticed that the Mambo doesn't last as long.
When did you realize that?
Because when I started to stink.
So Gillette during the week, Mambo on the weekends.
Will had told me it was a possibility that I might be in there to get my armpits.
So you prepare.
So I put the Mambo on.
The Ronnie set.
And I got it down in my car. So I got a little travel one. Like when I go to India this week to do the Rick's thing, I'll take that and put it in my travel bag because it's small.
Was the travel size Mambo part of the gift pack?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr.
Mambo.
So on weekends,
but sometimes in the gift pack they give you a large one. And sometimes they give you a small one.
Do you buy these gift packs for yourself?
But they don't have the gift packs anymore. You can't get gift packs.
But did you used to buy the gift packs
No,
for yourself?
I got them as gifts.
I understand that. But
because people knew I liked Mambo. Like, my son would buy it for me, say, for Father's Day. My wife would buy it for me for my birthday.
I mean, no disrespect to Mambo, but I had never heard of the brand until you mentioned it on the show a few years ago.
Oh, it used to be in the stores all the time.
So when you put on the cologne, let's do Gillette during the week before we do Mambo on the weekend. Where do you put it? Do you spray all over?
No. We're talking about the cologne, not the deodorant.
Okay, so deodorant, you just armpits and that's it.
Yeah,
okay.
what do you think? I roll it on my body?
I don't know. What about the cologne?
That would be the cologne goes on my neck.
Just on your neck.
That's it.
A drop, a splash. How does it work?
During the week here, at work. So it's not too crazy. Right. 2 sprays.
So you do it like a chick.
But weekends
at Indy.
Yeah.
At Rick's.
Yeah.
Half a bottle probably. No. But I spray up a lot more.
Get that horse smell.
Hey,
because they love it, man.
Benji, did you see
the dancer chicks? They love it. I'm telling you.
Did you
I
see
get more compliments about that shit? Go ahead, Jason. Come on. Go ahead.
Benji, did you say you didn't wear deodorant today?
Nah.
Do you normally not wear deodorant?
Sometimes I do.
Look, what is that about? Well, clearly you don't smell
I need to
good.
get some more Tom shit because I don't like to use the chemical-y shit.
Yeah, but listen, you're a sweaty guy.
Thanks.
You are, and then you sweat, and we're like, why wouldn't you wear deodorant? That's like almost like not brushing your teeth.
No, I brush my teeth.
No, but I understand what Jason's saying.
I usually wear deodorant. I didn't today.
Oh, well, you just said you usually don't.
I knew we were doing the thing today.
Yeah, but I thought that was the weirdest thing ever with that girl today. A 20-year-old girl trying to figure out how she's going to fuck a guy by smelling his armpits.
That's a lot of studies say, like, I always thought we should do this on the show. I actually pitched once that, like, a lot of women can identify their husbands by the smell of their shirts. Like, you could give them, like, 20 shirts, and they can tell you which one was their husband.
Mine smells like Mambo.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about the message that Sal left for Gary about being sick and how it sounded a little bit shady, and then Howard called Sal shady on the show, and that really ticked him off. So we heard Sal explain himself in only the way that Sal can, and you can draw your own conclusion from that.
Sal, glad you're here and feeling better.
Shady Sal.
You've got a big.
My name is.
You've got a big gig coming up, right?
Yeah, this Saturday night in Hollywood.
And you guys are just showing up, basically.
Thank you, Jason. That's coughing up mayonnaise. Fat fuck.
Langford said in the news that you guys are showing up doing like a meet and greet kind of thing.
We're doing a meet and greet, but Club Bordeaux was rented out from Clean Box Entertainment. If you go to Clean Box where you purchase your tickets, we make it perfectly clear, not to mislead anybody, that it's not a comedy show. It's a meet and greet event.
Now you do sound a little bit like your throat sounds a little bit hoarse. What was wrong? Like, did you get like a 24-hour bug or something?
I think it was like 36 hours because once 6 o'clock hit in, I couldn't get out of bed, and I told my wife. I said, look, I should call Gary now at 7 o'clock. And she says, just barrel through it. You're going to be fine in the morning.
That's her way of saying, please don't stay home anymore.
Exactly. I said, well, I'd like to give Gary a head start just to make him aware of it. And what I was going to do is call Gary and say, look, if you don't see me in the morning, I'm still in bad shape. And she says, you're going to be in fine shape. Just take a shower in the morning. You'll be fine. I called up my doctor. He told me what to do. Take lots of Advil, drink lots of liquids, and just lay in bed and just fight off the bug. And that's what I did. I got up in the morning, hopped in the shower, got out. I was real woozy, and I called Gary at that time. And I thought it was my responsibility because Gary's made it clear to me. Look, get in touch with me.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with calling me.
Oh no, and I thought I used good judgment into thoroughly explaining it. Did I over-explain it? Maybe in Howard's eyes, but Gary, as my boss, I think I had to do the right thing. But the funny thing is, what really pisses me off is that when I got off the phone in the afternoon, my wife came by. She goes, the way I heard you in the morning, you explained every single solitary move. She goes, it sounded so like you rehearsed it almost. And I go, you know what? You don't know how the show works. I intentionally did that to make him aware of the state I was in.
I think when you got to the part about how you had to call Brian Phelan,
I don't know why.
I think that was completely unnecessary.
I got up. I took a shower.
I agree with you there.
After hearing an explanation like that, do you think Sal is sick at that point?
I don't doubt that he was sick, but I think that no matter how sick you are, you need to. People always feel the need to make themselves sound sicker, so that you really can convince your bosses why you're not coming in.
Now, Sal, what after the over explanation, according to Howard, I mean, you sort of laughed that off, but then he said that you're awfully shady and something triggered in you.
Yeah, because that's wrong. I mean, don't call me. I wasn't shady.
Well, hold on. What does shady mean to you?
Yeah, because you've been called a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
did you think it was racial?
No.
By the way, coming from the guy that calls you a pedophile every other week.
But I don't call John a pedophile.
When you hear the word shady, what does that conjure up in your head?
Children call him a pedophile.
What does that conjure up in your head?
Sal, that's shady.
It sure is, and I'm proud of it. I just thought it was like swarthy would be a good word.
So you did think it was racial?
No, swarthy's not a word. What's so funny, Gary?
But you think so shady, you don't like him referring to your skin color.
My skin? Gary, what the fuck is so funny?
Write that down.
Did I say something wrong?
No, you're perfect.
I thought, it was just like...
let's go back.
Like shady, like a slimy scumbag, somebody, a manipulator. That's how I take shady. I mean, you can't, and I'm like...
But if he would have said you're an asshole, would you have gotten just as angry?
No, probably
There's something
not.
about shady that just got you.
Yeah, it's like that word gets under your skin.
Who's called you shady in your life, Sal?
Nobody really has, but... Shady's, call me an asshole, call me a scumbag, whatever you want. Howard does it all the time. He says it all the time. But Shady, he's implying that I deliberately lied. You're calling me a liar in this case. And that hurt. And it wasn't the case. And I think he knows more than anybody else. I certainly love being here. And that's why I made the effort to get up and get the fuck out of my house.
Well, after hearing that message, though, and the way you did it, it did come across as shady.
It came across that way out of respect to Gary because I thoroughly explained what I should be doing. Because one time I did not come in. I sent an email, and Gary made it perfectly clear. Listen, you call me up, you make me aware. And I did that. And did I overdo it? Yes, I did overdo it.
I didn't ask you to over-explain. One time you just didn't call me.
I didn't.
I didn't say call me and over-explain. I just said you got to let me know when you're going to be sick.
You just called Phelan, I think. You sent Phelan a text
you called an
message.
intern.
I called John Hine.
You called an intern, and you told an intern to tell me you weren't coming in. I want to just know what's going on.
Well, I assumed it was my responsibility to thoroughly explain it to you. And, you can't foul me for doing something where I was thoroughly explaining
it was just
myself.
If Gary, mad at you. It just sounded funny.
Well, if Gary,
I know you're not mad.
If Gary hadn't told you to do it that way, what would your phone call have been? Like, how would you?
I would never. To me, it's shady to go, "Hey, Gary, I'm sick. Goodbye." Like what? That just sounds odd. I just wanted to thoroughly explain to him what happened. This never would have happened if I didn't listen to my fucking wife, and I would have called Gary at 7 o'clock. Everything would have been fine.
So this is your wife's fault.
Oh, yeah. In this case, it is.
You know what I'm really getting out of this whole thing is there's two people who don't want to be in the same house together so badly. You said this morning, I wanted to come in more than life. I didn't want to be home, and she doesn't want you to. She doesn't want you to stay. It's the craziest thing.
Didn't you have that story?
And then I'm laying in bed, and she has all her goddamn shows on TiVo.
Well, didn't she say
she's busy all day? I'm watching Nate fucking Berkus. I'm ready to blow my brains out.
Well, did she make you sleep in a different part?
I never even heard of Nate Berkus. She's got 11.
Who that is.
It's Oprah's little protege guy,
I like him,
fashion designer weirdo.
Who is he?
Nate Berkus.
And what does he do?
I know everything about this fucking
Tell
guy.
me.
He does. He designs furniture. He did clothing. How to set up your house. The only thing he's missing is a twat. This guy.
So how does Oprah treat him?
How does Oprah treat him?
Yeah.
I said, where the fuck did this guy come from? My wife goes, this is Oprah's guy. Oprah, like Dr. Oz was discovered by Oprah. This guy is the Dr. Oz of furniture and frilly shit. And so I'm watching this Nate Berkus stuff.
Do you think this Nate Berkus guy is going to succeed, Oprah?
He is successful. He's
why? What, did Oprah tap him? What is he?
Who the fuck knows what he is? He's a male Martha Stewart. That's what he is. He's a male Martha Stewart.
So how is he going to become the next Oprah then? I'm confused.
No, Oprah tapped into this guy. He's kind of like, he's very successful, and apparently at what he does, women love him. He's like the male Martha Stewart. He has this stupid show that catered to these fat soccer moms that are sitting around picking their twats all day, and he talks about rearranging your furniture and your clothing and how you should look and how you should groom yourself. Just a bunch of garbage. Anyway, I'm subjected to this during the day. Believe me, I'd much rather be here having fun and doing my work than being home. I didn't want to be home. But my wife always says, barrel through it, barrel through it. Well, let me tell you something. Last time she told me to barrel through it, I had swollen lymph nodes and 103 fever, and the doctor said she was crazy.
Sal told a great story on the air a couple of winters ago. Didn't your wife one time, because she didn't want you at home, dug out your driveway of 18 18 feet of snow just so you could go to work?
Well, my car didn't start, and she shoveled it out for me.
I thought you said today, Sal, I thought you said today that she made you sleep in a different part of the house or something?
No. I slept this time. Last time when I didn't throw up. If I would have thrown up, forget it. I would have been upstairs quarantined. That's what she opens the door and she rolls a Gatorade bottle and shuts the door. That's the most ridiculous thing.
Sal's wife is a big germ phobe.
Yes,
you've heard the stories about how he threw out the garbage one night and he came back to bed and he was infected, so she had to take the sheets off.
She takes my son Antonio out of the room. He has to sleep with Aiden and Aaron. Antonio's room's quarantined. The window's got to be cracked even if I'm freezing to death with the chills because the germs will circulate and go down the stairs and hurt everybody. So I have to sleep with the window cracked. She opens the door, she takes Gatorade, and she rolls it towards the bed and slams it.
And she throws did she throw a box of toilet paper or Kleenex in there?
Well, everything that I need. It's like a prisoner getting bread and water.
I don't know why I never noticed this before. Antonio, Aiden, and Aaron.
3 A's.
If you had a girl, would it be an A, like Anastasia or something?
Maybe. And I'm asshole.
No, but is there a reason for the A thing?
It started off with Antonio because I named him after my dad, and then she wanted to go Irish, so we went with Aiden, and then Aaron, which is Jewish. I don't know where that came from.
When you were looking for the third,
because she spends money like
Elvis Aaron Presley,
and I feel like the beaten down husband. So,
but when you went for the third name, did you only look at A names?
No, I looked at names that kept her quiet. Like, sure, this will work. Fine, let's
Sal
go with
hates
it.
to read. He didn't make it through the H chapter.
Yeah, I didn't get to B and C.
And they're all going to go to Adelphi.
So when you're sick, how do you get out of quarantine? Because you don't know necessarily you're 100% better.
Well, in this case, she sleeps under the covers. She brought me a comforter from the closet that I have to roll myself up and cocoon myself on top of the covers because I might contaminate the inside of the bed. So I was rolled up in that way, and that was fine. I was okay with that because sometimes I go to sleep that way as well. She didn't get sick, whatever. I had this bug. I didn't throw up. It didn't freak her out that much. But she said barrel through, and I did. I woke up in the morning, I called Gary, and that's how it happened.
Joe in Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show. Hey, guys, did anybody else catch this? Sal, you are a little shady, buddy, because you said during the show that you did throw up. And just now you just got done.
I never said I throw up. I was nauseous, but I never threw up.
That's not what you said.
In the message, did you say you threw up?
Not that I remember. I did not throw up.
Because now I'm thinking about the message. I think you said you did throw up.
I got very nauseous.
Dude.
If I said, all right, fine. If I said I threw up, fine. But the point is, I don't think I did, but I said I was nauseous. Who gives a shit? It was close enough. I didn't eat and I was nauseous.
If you threw up and said you didn't, is that shady?
It could be, but I think it's just my frame of mind where I was. I could have thought about throwing up.
All right, sounds shady to me.
Mark, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, can you put JD in control of the programming on Howard 101? I don't know who the fuck is doing it, but is doing a horrible fucking job.
Tim's the program director.
Tim, can we have him in for a little sit down and see what the fuck he's thinking about the programming?
What don't you?
Well, I mean, you interrupt the fucking programming with this Abe and Louie, whatever the fuck his name is, and then he decides or you decide to pull off Big Black Show. I mean,
We didn't pull off Big Black Show. Those guys won't come on because
They're on
they didn't
strike.
they didn't get paid for some reason. Sirius has people on a 60-day plan for paying them. I'm on the 60-year plan. We found out, but whatever.
all right. I mean,
Tim, you want to come in and defend who? Abe was on last night. Well, a lot of people said to us on 101, can you put on some live shows? So we put on Big Black. Well, they'll be back, those guys, as soon as they get paid.
By the way, though, if they stop working, does the 60-day cycle stop at a certain point?
I don't. You're asking the wrong guy.
Because they might have to go through this again.
Hey, Timmy.
Good morning.
What do you say, man?
Black on Black is on tonight at 8 o'clock for
there
2
you
hours.
go. You see, you were bitching about Tim, and now it's that.
Here we go.
Go ahead. What else?
And then on the Abe Cannon show is somebody we're just trying to develop new talent and look for new things out there. And
Abe's pretty funny.
Yeah, so we're trying stuff.
Especially the guy that they got on there with the deep voice, right, Tim? What's his name?
Bass.
What Bass?
Bass.
I like him.
I don't know. I listened to the show. It sounded like a retarded version of The View.
Oh. Well.
I mean, what can I tell you?
All right, so then you tune over to 100 and listen to our replay.
Exactly. I mean, what about Sal and Richard? They got enough material to fill a fucking time slot.
You want to hear Sal and Richard? We'll give them a show.
Please.
All right. I guarantee there'll be complaints about that. Right? You give Sal and Richard
Whatever
a show?
you do. Whatever
you do, someone's going to complain about it. Hey, by the way,
yes, sir.
You got to learn how to spell, bro.
What did I spell?
What is the word? First of all, a couple of things.
Well,
You
first of all,
misspelled.
let me tell you.
No. This is
Okay.
you.
Here, hold on a second. Here,
Listen to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You got to get it together. When there's a word you don't know, don't put it in an email. You understand?
Okay, which word was
Sometimes
it?
you got to choose another word.
He goes, in the past, PASSED.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh.
Now listen. No.
No, because spell check.
No,
Seriously.
that is.
No, let me-
PAST is a word.
I know.
It's not spell check.
But literally, I'm going to
No.
show you something.
Past and past are two words that are.
I know, but when you're typing on an iPhone and you're typing away, and it's like my spell check.
Right, sure. Okay. Listen to me. And
Spell check won't catch that because past is spelled correctly.
and how do you spell whirlwind?
Whirlwind?
Yeah, go ahead, spell it.
WORLDWIND.
Okay.
No.
Now listen to me.
Whirlwind. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Huh? Go, what?
Yeah, okay. You listen. Don't use the word whirlwind.
Okay.
What
did I
did
use
he
that?
put whirlwind in anyway?
He does.
Oh.
Listen
Why
to
are
me.
you
Okay,
using
I'm
that
listening.
word?
You're a bright guy. You're
I
one of
know.
the best programmers I know.
Thank you.
But some words, when I don't know a word, I don't put it in a written
My
note.
head goes too fast.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind.
World. WHIRL.
WHIRL.
World.
Right.
It's not
Okay.
world.
Whirl. I know. Okay, whirl
No,
round.
you don't.
Yes,
World and whirl are two different
Got
words.
it. Got it. Sorry. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm going to
I'm
go
worried
back.
about. No, don't you go anywhere.
Okay. I'm going back to my thesaurus and my dictionary.
Listen, Tim is not alone. There's a lot of people out there, myself included.
I know, and spell check also.
No, that is not spell check.
Well, no.
That has nothing to do with spell check.
I want to show you an example.
I know
looking
when
for an
it's spell
example.
check. I know all about that.
Okay.
Come back here. Where are you going?
No, I gotta go.
I'm not done with you.
I got things
What
to
am I going to do? Get over here.
I got things to do. I got things to do.
Come here.
Where's he doing?
You better run out and study spelling.
He always carries on with that spell check. Spell check is not going to catch a word that's spelled correctly.
I love Tim.
Actually, I'm very upset today. Did you hear about Clarence Clemens?
He had a stroke. I love Clarence. Too bad. Yeah, good dude. Really, every time he came in here, it was great. But, and when he would fawn over you, it was the greatest because you'd be, oh, thank you. You know when a chick's not into you, and you're like, I want you to call me when you're in the tub. And you're like, thank you. You're the face of an angel. Thank you very much. You know. I love to cook. Oh, we'll have to make that happen in the year 2057. Poor guy never even got to cook for you. Rob's probably tearing off in her car. He almost ran out of the room. But yeah, he had been in failing health for a while.
Yeah, he's been having some trouble. They were saying last year, I guess it was, that would be his last year touring with the E Street Band. He used to sit most of the concert on stage. He had 2 hip replacements and all kinds of things were going on.
So they said he had a stroke, and I don't know what that means, but stroke,
what do you mean I don't know what that means?
I mean, I don't know if it was mild or very, very intense stroke. There's all varying degrees.
Well, they said he was seriously ill.
No, that sounds like in a coma kind of thing, right? I mean, I don't know.
Just says that it had a big effect.
Oh.
And we don't know what the long term of it is at this point.
Guy. Robin's so cold that she would just be like, now you're a vegetable. I love vegetables. All right, I'll marry you. Poor Clarence. That sucks. Getting old and like something like that happening just blows. You know why? Because now he's at the mercy of like everyone, like the hospital and.
Yeah, your life is turned over and put in the hands of other people.
I hope he's okay. I once saw a movie, a guy had a stroke. All he could do is blink one eye. Everything else, he was fucking frozen. And he wrote a whole book blinking his eye. Did you see this movie?
You told me about that
Holy
movie. I said, why would I want to go see that?
You know what? If you feel like hanging yourself and you're just not depressed enough, just watch this movie.
I don't know why people watch depressing things
This
like
movie,
that.
this guy had a great life. He's hanging out. He's got a girlfriend. He's got a sports car. He's got everything going for him. He's got a young kid, blah, blah, blah. Driving along. Oh, I don't feel so good. Boom. Next thing you know, he's in the hospital. All he can do is blink one eye. Everything else is completely shut down.
Yeah.
He can think complete thoughts. His mind is intact.
Mind is racing along.
Yeah, but all he can do is blink one eye. And he's all freaked out and everything, and he's locked. He can't talk. He can't do anything. Can't tell anybody anything. If he's got an itch, he can't even scratch it.
I know.
So he starts blinking, and they say to him, okay, blink once for letter A, blink twice for the letter B, and so on and so forth. Z, of course, is 26 blinks.
26 blinks.
Yeah.
Forget it.
This guy, so he decides to write a book. By the way, the book had I don't think it had any Z's in it. As far as I can remember. The word zebra didn't appear.
Yeah, he just stuck with the first 7 letters.
He changed it to striped horse. But this guy starts blinking. And now imagine the tedious. Like, okay, the first word. And, or the. Here we go. There's T.
T already is, way up there.
All right, let's go. Now, H. E.
Oh, thank God for E.
Wait a second. I think I made a mistake. How do I take that back? Here's my spell check. Can you imagine this guy? He's blinking away, and it gives him purpose,
Well, what else is he going to do? He's laying there all day. Might as well blink a book.
I think if he smacks his head into the wall, it means go back and delete a letter. I mean, I said, I don't even know how he's doing this. And this woman, these even with the blinking, he spelled better than Tim. We have a couple of notorious bad spellers. Who else is a bad speller around here, Gary?
Well, Sal's pretty bad.
Sal's the worst.
Yeah.
Tim could beat him in a spelling bee.
And Steve Brandano could...
oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Where did Steve go to college?
UMass Amherst.
Yeah, that's got to be an easy school then.
Sal says he's smarter than Tim.
No, Tim could beat you.
No way.
Sal, you're the worst speller I've ever seen.
Not a chance in hell, buddy.
Yeah?
Why do you always say you're smart? Because I am.
Oh, you always run into trouble with that.
Trouble. Trouble.
Nice.
NICE.
Oh, wow.
Forensic.
Robin, SHUTUP. Forensic.
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 I think that might be right.
It is. Whenever Tim's ready, I'll do it.
Whirlwind.
WORLD. Whirlwind. WHIRLWIND.
He just heard you do that.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's whirlwind.
No, it's with a D.
Whirlwind.
It's wind with a D.
Yeah,
A wind
whirlwind.
whirls.
I don't know, but I would avoid that in an email. Like, I know I'm not clear on that one. I know whirl, WHIRL, but I wasn't sure if it's win or win. So, you know what I do? I go, fast, F-A-S-T. I know that word. You read my books, there's no big words in them. Because what the hell? Where am I going to come up with a big word?
Why bother?
Why bother? I have a very limited vocabulary, and I stick to it. That's it. Why would I try words I don't know, especially in email? All right, we'll have a spelling bee between Sal, Steve, Brandano, and Tim. Winner gets to keep his job. Sal, rendezvous. He's probably not there. Rendezvous would throw him right over the edge. That's a hard word.
Here he comes. Come on, Sal.
If he gets
Sal's
this,
going to spell rendezvous?
he gets rendezvous, then he doesn't even have to be in the spelling
go,
bee.
Sal.
Rendezvous.
RENDEVOUS. Why are you shaking? Because I want to get this right. Sal's
Yeah.
actually, Howard, he's shaking. No, I'm all right.
He's shaking because he's in a bad marriage.
You didn't even get marriage. C-U-N-T.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Only kidding.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Marriage. I'm F-U-C-K-E-D.
All right.
Would you be shocked to find out there's a Z in rendezvous? I put a Z in there.
No, you didn't.
No, you put an S.
Yeah, RENDEVOUZE.
No. All right, here's an easy one. Scissors.
SCISSORS.
Very good.
Thank you, pal.
Rhythm.
Rhythm. R-Y. Rhythm. R-H-Y-T-H-M. Wait, rhythm. R-H-Y-T-H-M. R-H-Y-T-H-M.
All right.
Final answer.
All right.
It's wrong. No, it isn't.
No, he had it right.
Isn't there an N at the end of rhythm?
No.
No.
You ready for this, jackass?
R-H-Y-T-H-M. Where's an N? Rhythm and... Fucking... Gary, you're going in the spelling bee, not Sal. Gary's looking for a computer that will somehow find an N at the end of rhythm.
Doesn't exist.
Gary, what are you thinking? Rhythm with an N.
I could swear. We had a music teacher who used to make us learn how to spell it. I could swear there was a rhythm.
That's why he's the music teacher, not the English teacher.
Idiot. G-A-R-Y. Loser. S-A-L.
Did Sal ever spell rendezvous right?
Yes.
No, he put an E. He put an E after the Z. All right. What about you got the word judgment?
Judgment's easy. J-U-D-G-E. Oh, wait. J-U-D-G-E-M-E-N-T.
Nice.
A lot of people don't put the E in.
Bureau? That you can't get.
Bureau. B-U-R-E-A-U.
I think he got judgment wrong.
No, J-U-D-G.
G-E-M-E-N-T.
I'm going to double check with the dictionary. I went to a misspelled words place, and they leave the E out.
Yeah, it's J-U-D-G-M-E-N-T.
There's no E?
Judge. I think you leave the E out.
You know what?
It goes either
It's both
way.
ways,
It
yeah.
goes either way.
I spell it with an E.
I spell it with an E.
Yeah. All right, Sal. No spelling bee for you.
Get out of here.
Oh, they're arguing with each other. Hey, Sal. Give you one last one. He's got to fight. We got to get one funny one out of him. Kernel, but like the kernel of corn.
K-E-R-N-E-L. Well,
right.
Colonel is, as in Colonel Sanders is with a C, right?
Yeah.
It's like clonal if you pronounce it.
Go ahead, let me hear you spell it.
C-O-L-O-N-E-L.
All right, an extra O, but pretty close.
Yeah.
Close enough.
There you go.
I think he spelled colonel. I think. I'm not sure what he spelled.
You held your own before with that little spelling throwdown, if you will.
Absolutely.
Are you tired of being mislabeled as the dumb guy, as the fall guy for all the, history knowledge and spelling and grammar and things like that?
Look, I don't know much about geography. Just didn't care for it. I'm not a pilot. I was making pizza as a kid. That's all I cared about. And as far as history's concerned, it's in the past. I don't remember the last shit I took. And that's how I look at that. But it doesn't mean that I am not intelligent. I'm able to spell. I could spell things. As a matter of fact, I spelled so well that I even beat him.
What do you mean?
Well, when I spelled the rhythm, Gary thought there was an N in it. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, that is stupid. That right there is stupid. An N in rhythm? R-N-T-N-H-Y-N, boy. Rhythm. You know why I think it's rhythm? Because the way his tongue rolls over his teeth, he hears an N. It's rhythm, boy. Rhythm. So.
But oftentimes that's Gary's failsafe, is that when you're ripping on him for maybe some incompetency that's happened during the process of the show, he always goes to your brain power, your IQ, your alleged stupidity.
And he has a 122, and I had whatever I had. It was decent, I'm sure. But I even beat him in the spelling. Twice, as a matter of fact. There was another word, too. No, you got it wrong, but I got it right. So, yeah, I'm pretty good with my spelling. I'm pretty confident about that.
Does it fire you up a little bit when you're the constant fall guy for these types of games?
No, I mean, who wants to be reminded, oh, you know what, here's a situation where we need a retard, call Sal. That doesn't really fire me up, but it was a good opportunity for me to prove that I can indeed spell. I can do a lot of things. Things that you don't know about. Things that you'll be hearing about. I could change the world, my friend.
I believe you.
One letter at a time.
You just got to get in that rhythm.
RNTYTHN. Rhythm. Rhythm wolf.
J.J. Abrams is coming in, the great film director who has a new movie out called Super 8.
Super 8.
Super 8, getting very, very good reviews and, whatever.
When is he coming in?
Around 8-ish.
Okay.
Something like that. We'll talk to him. His wife's very attractive. I met her out in L.A. She came over to Jimmy's house, and then we had dinner.
You and his wife?
Yeah. I said, do you mind if I go to dinner with your wife and not you? But an extremely attractive woman.
Really?
Yes.
Why are you saying that? Like, he doesn't deserve her?
He absolutely doesn't deserve her. Look at him.
What are you talking about?
JJ's not a real good-looking guy. He knows
Well,
it.
he's very talented.
No,
That doesn't make up for it?
Sure it does. Look at me. Look who I'm married to. Come on. Sure, I understand that. But, JJ hanging out with Spielberg.
Yeah, I think he must like Spielberg.
Yeah, well.
I think he must have been
a
big fan growing up.
Who wasn't? It's got to be pretty amazing when...
But, I mean, as a filmmaker,
Yeah.
as a kid who wanted to make films, this was someone he admired and wanted to emulate.
Yeah, like in my life, going into radio, there was no one really I could look up to or hang out with because I'm better than everyone else. Like JJ, it's great. He has Spielberg because
Yeah.
Spielberg's a genius.
There were no radio geniuses.
Well, who would I hang out with? Cousin Brucey? Would I collaborate with him?
Hey, come on in here, young man. Let's see, help you out. What do you want to do?
Well, I was looking to get into radio. I was wondering.
Radio's great for you. We started out Cousin Brucey, started out in America, then had moved over to Bahamas, do some Bahamian radio, and one great day, I met up with great man, Bob F.X. Newman. Now, let me tell you something, Cousin Brucey was doing okay in WABC, Scott Muni, Harry Harrison, Ron Lundy, all those.
Then I'd be like, I'm getting out of radio. If this is what it is, if I got to fucking hang out with a maniac like this. Imagine if I went to one of my mentors. Who would be my mentor? Bernard Meltzer? The only guy who was any good when I was growing up was Bob Grant. That's it. I don't think he was looking to hang out with me.
And Bob F.X. Newman, and then what else you want to know?
There's a guy who loves to hear himself talk. But, for JJ, it's great. He's a filmmaker, and he gets to hang out with Steven Spielberg. I'm pretty sure he goes over to his house for dinner and everything.
Well, I can't imagine what it's like when you first get to meet Spielberg and he admires your work. That must be amazing.
JJ dropped a big load in his pants.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, right. It was embarrassing. Big stain in his pants. Oh, Mr. Spielberg. But it must be something. Because Spielberg, like one of the greatest filmmakers ever, and all of a sudden you're at his house and you're hanging out with him and he wants to
He's producing your movies.
Yeah. So tell me about yourself, JJ. Tell me how great I am, and tell me which of my films inspired you most. Oh, Mr. Spielberg, excuse this giant load in my pants.
Excuse the stench.
I just shit and dropped a seminal load in my pants. That's all right, JJ. I'm so used to it. You should have seen this, the first time the guy who directed The Godfather came over here. He dropped a load.
The guy who directed
That's
The
right.
Godfather?
Francis Ford Coppola. Even he was taken with me. No, but it must be great to be like a filmmaker, and then suddenly Spielberg gives you that.
Yeah.
In fact, with Super
It's like
8,
an anointing.
what I heard is Spielberg just heard the title Super 8, and he bought the film.
Well, he did that when he was a kid. He made those Super 8 films, so he completely got it, I'm sure.
Yeah. But to me, filmmaking or anything, it's about the chicks, and JJ scored himself a real humdinger. Very sexy woman. I was having dinner. I was looking her over. I had a little private conversation going with her.
Really?
Yeah. If I was single, I definitely would.
You would take his wife?
Absolutely, I would. And I bet you I could, too. I'm good at that. I'm good at taking other people's women.
Oh, my goodness.
I love it. I'm a despicable human being. Something I enjoy doing. Must have been something about me as a child where I wanted to get between my parents.
Is that an edible thing that's still going on?
Yes.
So any powerful man you want to
I want to take
his
away.
woman?
I want to take his woman. Yep. Very edible. And edible. So there it is. But very terrific. And we will see JJ in here in just a few minutes. And we'll talk with him and we'll find out how great his life is.
Hey, good morning, JJ.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome back.
Great to be back.
How's it going?
Pretty good, you?
Not too bad.
What have you been up to?
A lot of walking backwards.
Am I following you?
Yes, please. It's been my life.
Really?
For a long
Can you
time.
do this without even looking?
Yeah, it's
really
pretty crazy.
Oh, now you see. Now you're going
It's a
forward.
skill that's yeah. I don't know if the skill can really translate into other aspects of my life, but
Have you thought about having a Steadicam operator?
that's true.
They're bigger than that camera, though.
I know I'd have to adjust to the weight, but
Where should I go?
anywhere you'd like.
I'm good here.
So Super 8, your
Yes,
new
sir.
movie, and of course you come back and talk to Howard. I mean, you're a huge fan of this show.
I am.
I remember you being a big fan when you
Of
came
course
up.
I am. No, I love the show. You kidding me? It's my favorite thing.
So you're well.
I always ask to be on the show. How's it going? They don't put me on the show. I'm like, what about Howard? And they're like, all right, if you want to do Howard. I'm like, what do you mean if I want to do Howard? I'm in New York. What else am I going to do here? So I'm always happy to be back.
J.J. Abrams is here. The guy's a big-time movie director.
I just saw him out there.
Yeah? Did you audition?
No.
There's J.J.
I don't know why he hasn't created an alias for me. Jennifer Garner.
J.J. Abrams. Big shot. Big shot. Go ahead, man. Big shot. Go over there. What? You acting like you don't know what to do?
I've never sat here before.
You haven't?
No, I'm always
You
on
did.
the show. No, I've always. No, I didn't. I did?
Yes.
You sat on a couch.
I always remember just standing right there. I get so scared when I'm here. I don't even know where I'm sitting. I don't know where I'm standing.
What are you nervous about? After all your success, why are you nervous?
I don't know. I'm much more comfortable.
Are you nervous on a movie set when you start a new movie?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah, he shit his pants when he made Super 8.
No, there are times when, like on Star Trek, where I was like, what the hell are we doing? I was like on a huge set, and I thought, this is.
Do you really know what
crazy.
you're doing?
Fucking disaster.
No, but do you really know what you're doing in the sense, okay, you dream up the script and everything, but when are you like a photographer? Do you understand visual? I mean, special effects movies and stuff?
You want the answer?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's sort of, just interrupt me the second it's boring, so interrupt me now.
Okay, go ahead.
You get there and you think, well, I think I know what I want. And then you get there and you realize that you don't really know, and you want to figure it out. So then you start to look, and sometimes you go, "There's no way to do this. That's good." And you throw away everything you thought it was going to be. And there are times, and you can't show people that you're freaked out. You got to kind of look like the director. Everyone's looking at you.
But
If
you
you're
can't
freaked out, everyone's freaked out.
you can't do the other jobs on the set.
No, of course. But and
hold
luckily,
on.
I'm working with some great people. But there are times
on a big budget film,
yeah,
you walk in and you're shooting about a half a page a day.
Well, you can do a few pages a day sometimes.
All right, but let's say you're shooting a page a day, but it's more like a half a page a day. You got to have something in mind when you go in there and shoot it.
Yes.
Okay, so you go in, and then it's a scene that involves like a train derailing off it's a big special effect. Right. Don't you have to call in some guy who knows what he's doing, because you can't possibly know how to do all that stuff?
Now, here's the thing, though. As someone who grew up, the sort of, film geek kid who loved that stuff, I was always reading about how that stuff was done. So I know enough that I can talk to those guys and say, here's how I want to do that. And then most of the time they'll say, well, what about this? And they'll propose something I wouldn't have thought of, which is great. But, even in Super 8 with the train crash, I didn't storyboard the train crash. I want to kind of go there and figure it out. And I knew we could figure that out. What
do you mean figure out? Figure out what angle it's going to be shot at?
Yeah, I mean, the certain things you have to plan and previs and do little cartoon versions of the scene so that everyone knows what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like what they're going to build and what we're going to do on green screen, what we're going to do live action and real.
Right.
And so you do that. But on some scenes, like the train crash, I knew it was going to be kids running and train cars flying and explosions. So I talked to the special effects guys and said, look, here's where I want to do explosions. Here's where I want the kids to be so they're safe. And then this is where we're going to figure out what the angles are going to be. And a lot of it, honestly, for the train crash was kind of seat of my pants, figuring out what was going to happen on the day.
And then what do you do? Do you shoot it from every angle? Do you shoot the kids running from every angle so that when you get into the...
Yeah, how many times do you crash this train?
Well, the kids, you know, these were kids who had never, a couple of them had never been on the set of anything, and this was like a dream for them. They were just running through explosions. They were like having the time of their lives.
Did you audition these kids?
Oh, yeah, like crazy.
And some of them were first-time actors?
Yeah, 2 of them had never been on the set of anything. The first week, the main kid looked at the script. When you make revisions of the script, there are those little asterisks on the sides of on the side of the script that show you where the revisions are. And the kid the first week looked at the script. He's like, "Are these stars for decoration?"
Now you like that?
I thought it was fantastic, but I also thought, holy shit, this kid doesn't know anything. He's never done any of this before. So,
but you had auditioned him, right?
Oh yeah, and he was really great and naturally, sort of easygoing and talented, and he could do stuff. But he didn't know.
Do the mothers come on the set with these kids?
Yeah,
they're all fucking annoying, right?
No.
I mean, be honest. Don't fucking lie to me. I'll throw you right out of here.
I'll tell you, one was.
One was, right?
Okay, no,
because they're annoying because these are mostly women who schlep their kids to these auditions and they want to live out some sort of fame through the children. Is that correct?
I'll tell you something. Most of the kids who came in who we did not even consider were kids who had exactly those parents.
Who had the stage mothers.
But here's the thing. Those kids were the kids who came in, they were like, okay, so how do you want it? And you're like, what the hell?
That's not a kid anymore.
Disaster.
Right. Yeah.
The kids who we wanted were kids who were kind of unassuming, who didn't have stage parents, like literally like this.
Who looked like real kids.
Yeah, who were real kids. Like the main kid we got, he lives in Moscow, Idaho.
Right.
The kid, would never been in anything. His parents would drive him once a month to Seattle for an acting class. Like, he was just like, he was a kid who just wanted to learn how to do it.
Right.
So his parents were just like nice, sweet people.
So how do you find that kid? I mean, the parents schlepped him around, right?
No, what happened was because he had this little acting class, and I guess our casting directors had been looking, thousands of kids, and they sent to various states. Just they contacted people to say, look, if there's anyone in any acting class, any acting school. So this acting teacher, said, well, there's this kid who comes in once a month, who drives in from
He's
Idaho.
pretty good.
Yeah, they sent him.
So the kid didn't even have an agent.
No, they sent a video, and he was great.
Do these kids make a lot of money from a movie like this? I mean, doesn't a movie like this wreck their lives? They get in the movie, then they're expecting some sort of career and some sort of fame, and most of them don't go anywhere, right?
Well, the thing is that they don't make a lot of money. I mean, this is like their first thing. And
what do you got to pay one of these kids? Maybe I'll make a kids movie.
Maybe you'll just hire some kids because they're cheap.
Get some shitheads to act. What do you have to pay these kids?
I'm not sure.
What does a kid make who's the lead kid in your movie?
I don't know what the
can he
number
make
is.
can he make $600,000?
That sounds high, doesn't it?
That's high, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
What does he make? 200?
Maybe somewhere between 1 and 2, or maybe somewhere in there. I don't know. It's not. I mean, look, to get a shot to be in a movie.
Imagine if I make a movie about with kids and illegal Mexicans. I wouldn't have to pay anything.
You'll have a $25 budget.
They'll pay you.
Go home and write me a movie about kids and illegal Mexicans, where they have to pay me to be in the movie. Please get to work on that.
No, these kids are great.
Are you spreading yourself too thin? Here's why I'm concerned about this.
What's he up to?
Okay, because Super 8 took so long to make, you had to push off Star Trek 2, which you are the director of.
How dare you?
Right, which everyone's waiting for. How far behind are you on Star Trek 2?
How far? We're probably 6 months behind.
6 months. Now, what does that mean? Have you begun principal photography?
Well, gee,
have you?
Terminology.
Have you begun principal photography, which is the only word I understand?
I mean, is the script done?
Is the script done?
No, I'm not writing the script. But
well, is it done though?
No.
Oh.
But we're working on it.
Does the studio call you every day? Star Trek 2 is going to be a big money maker, big franchise. They say, listen, you're spread out too thin.
What are you doing?
Listen to this guy. He's got 2 new television series coming out this fall.
Oh.
CBS Person of Interest with lost actor Michael Emerson. He's a billionaire, developed a computer program. Don't ask. Fox's Alcatraz. You've got that sold. You just finished Super 8.
How much is he hands-on with these TV shows now?
That's
Are
right.
you just developing them and then giving them away?
Are you making a money grab, or are you being serious about all of your projects? Go ahead.
Oh, Howard. Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
Those are not shows I created. Those are shows that Bad Robot, my company, is producing. So
Bad Robot.
That's the group. We have 2 amazing people who run the TV stuff, and then I have my producing partner. So it's a bunch of us working with. These are 2 writers, Liz Sarnoff, who worked on Lost, and Jonah Nolan, who co-wrote with his brother Chris.
So you have nothing to do with those.
Well, I helped with give notes on the script, on the story. I helped on the pilots. I gave notes on the cuts of the.
What does it mean, notes? You sit in your office at Bad Robot, the one with all the toys, where you remain eternally youthful.
What kind of toys is he into?
You gotta come over. I'm serious.
It's almost mandatory if you're a filmmaker to prove that you still have your innocence and you're still childlike.
That's what it is.
What are his toys? Does he have like?
Tell Robin.
No.
I sat through a dinner, heard an inventory of every toy he's got in that office.
Unbelievable.
Okay, JJ, what do you have in that office? Play-Doh?
We've got no. There's not.
What do you have? What's
no pleasure
important
to
to
be
you?
found.
What
There's a woman
toys?
making characters out of clay. I gotta say in the corner. But no, there's just like stuff that I had when I was a kid. You know, like little Twilight Zone toys and Planet of the Apes masks and just all sorts of crap that I loved.
He eats in a high chair. That's
He
how
eats in a
childish
high
he is.
chair.
That's
That's how childish he is.
JJ, in a way, I'm making a joke, but it's true. In order to be a director and be in touch with all these fantasy stories, you have to remain childlike. And in fact, your mentor, Steven Spielberg, often said that, and I feel he is no longer childlike. He threw away all his toys, didn't he?
Well, here's the thing, and we can talk about Steven in a second. The childlike thing, it's you don't want to be necessarily childlike.
You don't sit there and play with the toys.
He holds his meetings in a playpen. All the guys sit around and play with these fucking
toys. He's in a sandbox. Okay.
Yeah, JJ.
No.
Well, he's playing with those toys. I'd like to be playing with his wife. That's some wife you've got.
Come on.
Oh, man.
Look,
She's
you're talking,
something.
sir.
I know, but you've got some wife, huh?
Howard.
Wow. Hey, now.
Wait, let's just one thing at a time.
We'll get to the sex
now
in a minute.
you're stacking the things. Now I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Where were we?
We were
talking about
project.
No, the childlike thing. I feel like it's an important thing. I think to feel like that sense that anything's possible. When you're a kid, the world is like you don't know what the hell the world presents, and anything is possible.
What is your
that's exciting
favorite
to me.
toy in your office? Is it a big wheel
When
tricycle?
you're having a problem, what do you grab?
He grabs his big wheels and he goes for a ride in L.A.
No,
what do you do? What is your favorite? What is your favorite toy?
I don't have a favorite.
Great Garloo. What do you like?
There are.
Your Harry Potter wand?
No, there's none of that stuff.
Nothing.
You got to come over and hang out. And
I want to see it.
You got to come. I've invited you.
But do you have
never show
something
up.
like that where, okay, you've got a problem, you're having trouble solving it. There's one toy that's your, inspirational toy.
No.
All right.
No,
Now, listen to me.
I don't have that thing.
Talk to me about what it's like. Now, Steven Spielberg. Well, here, I'll back up. As a kid growing up, see, you had an advantage that most people don't have. Your father was a producer, a movie producer, right? Or television producer.
Yeah, TV movie producer, yeah.
So when you grow up in a family like that, it's almost organic. You're exposed to it. As a kid, you see how films are made. Right. You understand that it's not that intimidating to be a director because you start to learn about it. You get a natural curiosity. Right. So tell me what someone has to do. They have to be in a family where this is acceptable. You have to be exposed to all this stuff at a young age.
Oh, my God, then nobody else can do this.
Well, this is what the book 10,000 Hours is about, that you've got to be
But
doing...
Spielberg didn't grow up like that, did he?
Yeah, right, outliers.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think that when you look at what Steven Spielberg did, and he grew up, he had access to an 8mm camera,
right.
And he made movies when he was a kid, and I've seen those movies, and they were pretty good,
right.
and even when he was a teenager, you go, oh, this guy's got talent, and he had access to express himself and try it and go out with his friends and make these movies, and I think that you don't necessarily need, although it's obviously a huge advantage, and I am very grateful for it, to have been able to visit some sets when I was a kid. The greatest one was my dad had an office at Paramount Studios, and I got to know the guards. Whenever I have a day off in school, I'd go with him, and I'd go and I'd watch them rehearse like Happy Days on the Vernon Shirley and Mork and Mindy, and it was like I'd sit in the bleachers, empty bleachers.
What was your
them.
dad's job though? Did he work on those shows?
No, he produced TV movies. Remember they used to have TV movies all the time? And that was like
what movies did he make? TV movie of the week?
Yeah, he did a lot of he did like the greatest one was Ski Lift to Death.
Say that again.
Ski Lift to Death.
He did Ski Lift to Death?
Don Johnson.
Love that one.
Come on.
Was he fully shaved in that Don Johnson, or did he have that Don Johnson look?
He was fully shaved.
Right.
Yeah.
So was your father a huge success at this, or was he, let's say...
He TV movies are not frequently made anymore, but he's still, he's still doing it.
Did he write them?
No, he would produce them.
Produce them.
So he worked, he was actually one of the biggest TV movie producers.
Is your dad still alive?
Yeah.
You've outstripped him in every single way. You've surpassed him in every single way.
Does he come to you for work?
Yeah. How hard does that make you when your dad comes to you for work?
No, he's still doing his own stuff. He's still in the Hallmark Channel. He's doing TV movies now.
Does he tell you that he's proud of you? Is he?
Oh yeah, no. He's incredibly When
you were growing up, did he treat you like you were a little shit?
And a little of that earlier would have been nice.
Yeah, right. Exactly. When you were young, did he and you'd say, "Dad, I want to make movies." He'd say, "Shut up, you fucking moron."
No, he wasn't like your dad, but he.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. No, he wasn't like that. No, he was.
Did he yell at you for having a dream?
How dare you dream?
Did he destroy your dreams every chance he got and tell you that you were nothing and you could never be an announcer?
Wait a minute, it comes so easily.
That's
but he would honestly try and dissuade me from being in the business because he felt like it was impossible like he was the luckiest guy to have gotten to do it.
Right.
And there's no way you're going to succeed and be happy, and I'm always going to come to him for money the rest of his life, and all, you know.
Right.
So it's like, how about do anything else?
When was it you knew in your career that you had not only made it as a director, writer, producer, but I mean, where you could go to your father and finally say to him, "Listen, old man, I am better than you. I've surpassed you. You are nothing." When did you have that moment?
When did I have that moment?
Yeah.
You are nothing.
You're
Oh, God.
nothing. Compared to me, you're a fly.
Wait, so what did I say to him?
You said compared to me, you're a fly. I believe you said. When did you have that knowledge, that awareness that you were successful?
What happened? It was, you know, it's ridiculous. It was very.
Was it after Felicity?
No, honestly, what happened was I was in college, my senior year of college, and I was lucky enough to actually sell a treatment that I wrote with someone to the Disney company.
What was that treatment?
It was for a movie that was made called Taking Care of Business with Jim Belushi and Charles Grodin.
I see.
Yeah.
You wrote that with them in mind?
I wrote that with them in mind.
Yeah.
No, I did not write with them in mind. But Joe Mazurski and I wrote that, and we sold that.
And then you ended up with Charles Grodin. Well, he's a great actor. He is.
Come on,
Right.
he's fantastic.
Right. And Belushi's a good man, so okay.
It was all
How
good.
did that
It was
work
all
out?
good.
Was it a success?
No.
No, it wasn't. All
But
right.
we did the best we could, and you know, it was. Look, I would have taken anything. The fact that we sold anything, that we got to get in the, you know, be in the business and be a working writer.
Right.
It just, you know, it was a dream, and that was my senior year of college. So
Wow.
I actually was lucky enough to get to sell something, and I didn't have that, you know, typical years of struggling and borrowing money thing that so many.
So the second that you sell something like that, then it's off to the races. Do you get a little office at one of these studios and you begin to write?
We had a little trailer.
Right.
On the Disney lot, and it was just the greatest thing in the history of time. And we got a discount to Disneyland. So it was like, what? Come on! At the time,
And then what happens? What do you get? Felicity? You sold that series?
Then I wrote a script called Regarding Henry and sold that to Paramount. And then
That's the one with Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, yeah.
I saw that. You wrote that yourself?
Yeah.
Look at you. That is where Harrison Ford becomes a retard. Am I correct?
Yes, the opposite of Charlie.
Right.
Right?
That was the pitch.
He
Yeah.
was smart, and then he got stupid.
Is that the pitch? Do you go in and you only get a minute in an executive's office? You walk in and you say, "Listen, Harrison Ford, good-looking guy, has everything going on, gets hit in the head with a hammer, and he becomes a retard." Is that what? Is that how you pitch it?
Were you there at that meeting?
I would have bought that.
I just wrote the script, and that someone read it. And
when Steven Spielberg says he bought your movie Super 8, he bought into it just based on the title. Is that true, or is he horseshitting us? Is he really that irresponsible?
You know, it's pretty much true. I called him and asked him if he would
You
want
called
to
him?
Well, I'd gotten to know him over the years. And
You got to know him. You leave out a very important point. When you were 15 years old.
You met Steven Spielberg at 15?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
He began editing Steven Spielberg's Super 8 films for his archive. How did you get that job?
There was a Super 8 film festival that I was in. I was making all these horrible Super 8 movies, and there was a guy on a public access TV show who had a show that basically was about Super 8 movies. And I was watching that show, and I thought, I make Super 8 movies. So I called the number. I said to the guy, "Hi, you know, my name's JJ, and I make these movies." So I sent him these movies, and I was on his show. So this other guy, Matt Reeves, is watching. He sees me, and he calls. And so the guy introduces me to Matt, and Matt and I have like the same, you know,
interests,
and we were both born in New York, moved to LA, and we were 5 years old. We had the same thing. Our dads actually knew each other, and we started, you know, like showing each other like the different movies we made, and talked about like what we wanted to do. And he ended up creating Felicity with me, Matt.
Right.
And so there was a film festival that this guy who was doing this public access TV show had in LA at the New Art Theater,
right,
and small theater, and we had this film festival, and the LA Times wrote an article about the kids in the thing, and the article was called "The Beardless Wonders."
Right.
And
so how do you end up at Steven Spielberg's
there's
house?
a picture of us in the article, and I guess Steven saw the article, and he had his assistant call us.
Right.
And at the time, his assistant was Kathy Kennedy, who's one of the biggest producers in Hollywood now. And,
right.
And she asks if we'd be available and interested in repairing movies that Steven had made when he was our age. And of course, we're like, what the hell? What? Like,
Wow.
It was insane.
So Steven had a bunch of Super 8s hanging around, and he said instead of hiring a pro, he figured to get a kid cheap, get you in there, and get you in to restore. They would trust you with his precious archives.
Yes, but it literally is, you know, these are the original movies. There aren't copies to be made when you're making 8mm. So the truth is, he was entrusting 15-year-old strangers.
That's crazy to me.
It makes no sense whatsoever. To this day, I'm like, something fucked up.
How much did you get paid for that job? You must
$300.
$300, what, a film, or $300 for the whole summer? Or?
No, $300 to repair both of the movies.
It was 2 movies.
Yeah.
And what were the movies? What were they like?
Firelight and Escape to Nowhere.
And they were made on Super 8?
8mm. It was
8mm.
actually before Super 8. It was a.
They had no sound?
There was sound.
There was sound.
Yeah.
And you repaired how long does it take to repair these films?
A month and a
And what
bit.
do you know about repairing a film?
Well, because he knows that these kids would know how to peel off a splice and resplice it. We had to buy regular rate editing equipment because we didn't have regular rate editing equipment.
Did he come and visit you and give you directives?
You never oversaw any of this?
Never met him.
Wow.
You never walked in and said, listen, you little set. You better just make sure you get this right. He never said that?
No, all we were doing was repairing the splices. We weren't
Isn't that
being
amazing?
creative. But it said written and directed by Steve Spielberg.
Wow.
That was great. I'm like, Matt, we got to steal one frame.
Right.
He's like, no. I'm like, Matt, one frame. Because I was like, this was...
In other words, if you take one frame, you could blow it up and make it into a...
I don't know. I just love the idea of written and directed by Steve Spielberg. I thought, we have to steal this.
Were you a photographer as a child?
No.
Do you have a good eye? Do you understand lighting? Do you understand... are you, like Spielberg stands around and waits all day for a certain sunset. Is that your thing? Do you know how to look through a lens and really capture the moment?
I do now. And I think that, anyone who loves movies has an eye. I mean, we're all trained to kind of understand what we like. So we all have our own aesthetic.
But you're more of a writer.
Honestly, I've never considered myself a writer, and most people who have seen my writing probably agree. But
what do you mean you don't consider yourself a writer?
I've always thought of myself as more of a director.
But you write all these scripts.
No, I understand, and I enjoy doing it. It's fun, but
Are you a genius? I mean, most guys can either direct, but you write, you direct, you even compose the music for these shows.
But I honestly do none of it great. I do
Did
all
you
the stuff.
compose the music for Lost?
The main title is One Note.
Right.
And I won an ASCAP award for it. And I swear to God, every time I've done more than one note, I win nothing.
Are you a musician? Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I play piano.
You play the piano. So when you compose the openings for Alias, Lost, and Fringe, you do that on the piano?
Yeah, on the keyboard.
So are you a genius? Are you a genius or not?
No.
What?
Are you?
Why? Aren't you?
Please.
Aren't
No.
you? Have you ever texted a picture of your own penis to a teenage girl?
I have not done that.
You've never done that?
No, there's certain things I have not done.
You're not a freak or a weirdo?
I don't think I...
No, not at all. I see you as a regular guy.
Yeah.
So let me understand something. How do you become friendly with Steven Spielberg and collaborate on this?
Well, I had my first meeting with him in 1989. Jill and I we were like doing meetings with people, and someone set up a meeting for, about a Roger Rabbit sequel. So go and have a meeting with him.
And why does he call on you at that point? What had you done?
We had sold that script that was getting, it was in pre-production at Disney, and I guess I sold... I don't think that's what we're going to just that one script.
When he summons you, that's I said in radio, there's no one who could summon me because I'm better than everyone. And
you're the guy who summons.
That's right. I am Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Right.
But for you, your hero must have been Steven Spielberg.
Is that weird that there's no one who could summon you?
Well, I'm in radio.
What does that mean?
It's filled with mutants. I mean, what am I going to do?
But isn't it weird to be at a place where there is no summoner?
Well, yeah, because it's radio.
No, it's not.
All right, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
So Steven Spielberg is, I got to figure, to me, he's one of the greatest filmmakers, right?
Oh, my God, he's a hero.
So when he gives you a call and says, I need to meet with you because I'm thinking of a sequel to Roger Rabbit, you got to be beside yourself.
Losing my mind. And then...
what do you do? Do you shit your pants, literally?
Well, not literally, but on the way... I remember on the way home, driving home, calling Matt. And I had one of those, Wall Street cell phones, those huge cell phones. And I remember calling Matt, driving... losing my shit, just driving, just freaking out about having met with Steven. And I remember looking up, and I didn't know where the hell I was.
Were you nervous in the meeting?
I grew up in L.A. I didn't know where. I'd driven to some place. I was like, I have no idea where.
Where were you when you get the call?
I was nervous.
When you get the call, I got to go meet Steven Spielberg.
In your office?
Well, I remember that, because we sold that thing. I'd gotten an agent through Jill, and they called and they said that, they're looking for writers for Roger Rabbit. We didn't get the job.
Right.
But you should go in and have
meet with him.
Yeah, so we went in.
And when you say we go in, into where? Into his private office?
Yes. It was not his private office at the time, but it was at Amblin.
Right.
Which was his, company, and it was driving through the gates, and you see E.T. on the thing, and you drive through.
Is he in there with a bunch of people?
Jaws head. Yeah, there were 3 other people.
3 other people there, and you walk in.
Is it like one of those boardrooms with the big tables?
Yeah, exactly. It's all kind of like Adobe style.
Uh-huh.
So you feel like you're in a really nice...
Do you make up your mind ahead of time to call him Steve or Steven?
Mr. Spielberg.
Did you call him Mr. Spielberg? What do you do?
I'm sure that I called him, Mr. Spielberg, if anything. I probably just avoided the issue.
And then he goes, oh, no, please, it's Steven, please. Right?
You do an amazing impersonation.
Isn't that how he talks a little bit? He's got a little something going on there, right?
It's not. What is that?
No, I don't know. It's my impression of Steven Spielberg. How many people do an impression of Steven Spielberg?
That's actually a good point.
That's right.
No, it's perfect.
So you go in there, and here you are with the great Steven Spielberg, and he asks you questions about this thing, and he doesn't give you the job. But somewhere along the line, for a movie like Super 8, he taps you. He wants to produce
Obviously,
your film.
He's watching you.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Well, at the end of the meeting, by the way, I say to him, like 7 years ago, I edited. He's like, no, I know you edited the movies I made. And
he knew that.
He knew the whole thing. It was,
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And so over the years, like I did like 2 weeks worth of like rewrite work on Casper.
Right.
So there was that.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice job.
Thanks. And and then I.
Good for you. Maybe you're not a genius. Go ahead. Right. All right. So.
And then when they were going to do War of the Worlds, Stephen and Tom Cruise and Paula Wagner come over to talk to me about writing the script for the War of the Worlds movie. And I'm about to go and direct the Lost pilot.
Right.
So I couldn't do it.
Look at you, man.
You got to turn down Steven Spielberg and
Wow.
Tom
Cruise. I have to make 2 horrible phone calls.
By the way, you are shooting Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, right?
I'm not directing that. Brad Bird is directing that. Yeah.
What are you doing on that?
I'm a producer with Tom.
Look at you, man. You must be raking in the bucks.
Oh, please.
What are you worth now? Be honest
I'm
with
in
everybody.
radio.
No, really, what are you worth now?
I have no idea.
You're worth over $100 million.
You must open up the mailbox and just find money in it.
Don't bullshit me. What are you talking about?
No way. No,
Let's go over the credits.
No,
Just how much money did you make off Star Trek? The
What, are
Star
you doing
Trek
these
movie?
movies for free?
No.
You should do your movies for free, like I do.
It's all pro bono. It's for the
Seriously,
people.
what do you mean? If you're one of the
Howard, I
most
have to give
successful
back.
guys in Hollywood, aren't you?
No,
I mean, right now.
By the way, like everything, there are times when, hey, top of the world, everything's great, and then you're like, oh shit, like something comes out, a TV show or a movie that just doesn't work.
Right.
And you go, oh, and you just realize it's all just 1 gig away from going. You know what I mean? From going.
Oh, come on! I mean, you got. Let me figure this out. What you're worth? I'm gonna go right through your resume right here. All right, you got Super 8 right now. Studio
You're going backwards.
Studio. Oh, yeah, that's true. I should go in order. Okay. Felicity. I don't know what you made there. Who cares?
But you created that, right?
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right. But when you have
I
Lost,
co-created with Matt.
when you have Lost, I would think that's a huge franchise. You got Fringe, right?
Yeah.
That's yours.
Yeah.
You got 2 new ones coming out. You're working on Mission Impossible. You got Star Trek franchise.
You forgot regarding Henry. You're forgetting everything.
Regarding Henry, you forgot.
Regarding Henry was huge.
Stop.
I just got to figure you're worth a lot of money.
No,
that's all.
but whatever it is, like the truth is that when a TV show fails, it is heartbreaking, and you do think, oh my God, am I spreading myself way too thin, and is nothing going right? And then when
Undercovers
works,
failed, right?
Big failure.
Big failure for you.
Failure.
What happened? What went wrong?
I just fucked up. Honestly, I think that I didn't work on the script enough. What I was trying to do is make.
Were you spread too thin?
That question again.
I could say maybe because it didn't work. If it had worked, I would have said, obviously not. I don't know.
Are you a workaholic?
I guess I am.
Do you spend any time with your children?
Oh my God, yeah.
You do.
What are their names? No.
No. The thing is, I take them to school every day and make their lunches and put them to bed at night, and it's not.
Sounds exhausting.
I don't work on weekends. It's like I'm not like absentee.
Are
dad,
you always daydreaming of stories and storylines?
It's yeah. It's not that I'm always trying to come up with them, but they're always ideas, and then ones that don't go away are the ones I tend to try and do something with.
But do you find yourself when you're in those family situations looking for material?
No, but there are times when I'll be, doing stuff and I do find myself disconnecting sometimes because there's something that either occurs to me or, like anyone. It's like you think, oh, shit, I'm worried about that thing, or you're trying to figure out a way to make a scene work that you're editing. And, so I always try not to do that because I don't want to be the kind of dad that's present, not there at all.
What happens when a story like Super 8 comes into your head? What do? You keep a little book with you? Do you write it down?
What happened with Super 8 is I just thought there's a movie called Super 8 that I would go see that has to do with these kids making these movies. I had no idea what the story was, what the genre was. I just thought...
You thought of the title first.
Well, I thought of the world of it first. I thought, if they're going to probably end up being 6 or 8 kids, Super 8, I just thought there could be something about...
It was a concept.
It was a concept.
Yeah.
And I called Stephen,
With that, you said, Stephen, I'm thinking of a movie with these kids who make Super 8 films.
That's all I did. And I knew, because I'd edited his movies as a kid, that he'd made as a kid, I knew he'd done that. And I called him immediately, which I think even contractually was not legal.
Right.
Because I had to deal with Paramount, not with Steven. So I called Steve. I didn't even think.
Right.
And I just called him and said, would you want to produce a movie with me called Super 8? And he said yes. He got it.
He just goes, Super 8, yes.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
But he knew it was like, there was nothing. So it was about, like, would you want to figure this out with me? He said yes.
You have his personal cell phone number?
I do.
You do. So you called him on his cell phone number. You're like, do you go over his house for fun?
I do. At the time,
Look at you, man. You've arrived. But how often you go over to Steven Spielberg's house?
As often as he'll let me, because it's actually kind of amazing.
He adopted black kids. Does he still have those, or did he get rid of them?
He's got a great family.
He's got a great family. He's an amazing father.
Some of the kids are adopted. Some of the kids are not.
Does he still make movies?
What do you?
Does he
First of all,
direct anything?
He's unbelievable. The guy.
Does he direct movies anymore?
Yeah, he's got 2 movies coming out this winter. He's got one's an animated movie he directed, and one is a live action called War Horse, and one's Tintin. And then then he's got doing Lincoln, and he's doing this movie called Robopocalypse. He's doing he's got 4 movies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's insane what he's got coming out. Like in the next year.
And what do you do at his house? You have a dinner or something? Have you ever slept over there?
Why did you need to sleep over? He lives in town.
I don't know.
Steven, you mind if we sleep here?
Does your dad beg you to introduce him to Steven Spielberg so maybe he can get something going?
He doesn't. No, I've introduced him. It's all.
What
good.
do you do at his house? Is it parties? Like a lot of fabulous people?
We had an amazing dinner.
Spielberg's house.
Who comes? The president?
Who's the chef?
This was a good one.
Who's the chef?
I have no idea who the chef. I don't know.
Go ahead. Who was at the party?
Who's at the party?
This was amazing.
Go ahead.
It was Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
It was unbelievable.
I would have left.
How did Mickey Rooney get there?
It was because I guess he had called Steven.
Mickey Rooney goes up to people's doors, knocks on them, and just walks right in. I think
it was literally the most amazing, surreal.
Because Mickey Rooney was the #1 star back in the 40s or something.
But for decades, you don't even realize. And
I realize.
And he told stories. It was almost like the Beatles. Like you think, what the hell? How could they write all these fucking every song they wrote? Like Mickey Rooney told stories. That. He named Marilyn Monroe, that Mickey Mouse was named after him.
Well, who can check? Everybody's dead.
Right.
But some of these were
What did he
corroborated.
say about Marilyn Monroe? What did Mickey say?